You said I was gonna tell you.
Being nosy.
One, two.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to the worldwide family. Peaceful Sabbath as we get about our Abba's business. We're not going to belabor it, y'all. We're going to get right to it. Wherever you at on planet Earth, turn toward Holy Jerusalem, from whence our help cometh from.
All right, family. We're going to get this opening prayer.
Yes, sir.
And it is with the Most High's permission. And it's in the name of His only beloved and begotten Son.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's our Lord and Savior, and He's our Redeemer.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
He's Yahushua
Yes.
HaMashiach.
Yes, sir.
But we know Him as Jesus the Christ, family.
Yes, sir.
Long live the King.
Long live the King.
Reading in the book of Psalms,
Yes, sir.
in the 34th chapter, it reads,
Yes, sir.
I will bless the Most High at all times.
Yes, sir.
His praise shall continually be in my mouth.
Yes, sir.
My soul shall make her boast in the Most High.
Yes.
The humble shall hear thereof and be glad.
Yes, sir.
O magnify Yahweh with me, and let us exalt His name together.
Yes.
I sought the Most High,
Yes.
and He heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto Him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried,
Yes.
and the Most High heard him,
Thank you, Father.
and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear Him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Him. O fear the Most High,
Yes.
ye His saints,
Yes.
for there is no want to them that fear Him.
Yes.
The young lions do lack and suffer hunger,
Yes.
but they that seek Yahweh shall not want any good thing. Come ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Most High.
Yes.
What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good?
Yes.
Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it.
Yes, sir.
The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous,
Yes.
and His ears are open unto their cry. The face of Yahweh is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Yes.
The righteous cry,
Yes.
and the Most High heareth,
Glory.
and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart,
Yes, sir.
and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivereth him out of all of them. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Yahweh redeemeth the soul of His servants,
Yes.
and none of them that trust in Him shall be desolate.
Thank you, Father.
Hallelujah! Selah!
Yes, sir. Bless His house. Yes, sir. None of them should be desolate. That's right.
We will not leave you nor forsake you.
Yes, sir. Put your trust in the Most High and His only begotten,
Yes, sir.
and none will be desolate. Today's lesson, y'all, spiritual actions speaks louder than words. What's in a name? So y'all, we still running across this issue of the gospel being reduced to a name. The gospel being reduced technically to a nation of people that you find yourself chasing names and worshiping names, and you'll find yourself in a position that any name you choose must have actions behind it, so that it determines how good that name is. Right. So, regardless of the linguistic masses that's out there today that continue to think that if you say a name a certain way, it's going to fix your bad behavior. Right. Bad behavior is what it is. I don't care what name you say, there's a body of notes that come with it. Right. So we'll continue to be led astray, you know, new people popping up and they hear, well, Lord was a mistranslation and all of that. And they only give one side of the coin. They'll just tell you Baal means Lord or Master. They won't let you even see the other side. So it's deceptive what they're doing, so that you favor them. And if you got to use deceit, that means you're a thief and a robber, because you have to seek another's wealth. And if you rob them, you ain't giving them no wealth, are you? No. So what we want to do, y'all, is to be certain we understand this and we don't chase word etymology and it becomes the gospel. The gospel is good news. If you got news you spread that causes confusion, that's a problem. That sounds like bad news to me. Yeah. So y'all, before we get started, y'all know how we do. We want to just send shout outs to our sick and shut in, y'all. Thank you so much for everyone here that did receive the message that our brother Ark Richard here in STL was have surgery this morning. It was kind of immediate surgery, so to speak. I did text him, and he did respond and say all is well. Just say he's still a little drowsy, but he said thanks for the prayers, because it definitely guided the physician's hand. And he's just recovering right now. And they saying just give him a few days to recover, but he's saying if everything continue to go well, he'll be home by Monday. All praise to the Most High. Also, one second, is that's Donna D.D. Young. That's family member, right? Okay. That's cousin of Brother Ariel need prayer, y'all. She's down in Memphis. So please pray for sis, our Memphis family down there. Also, continue prayers for our brother Ark Push, our brother Israel, and continue prayers for the house of Elisha and Miriam, to our little niece, Alexis. What you got, Sister Karen?
I just want to say that I had prayed before I went into the eye surgery.
Yeah.
And those people at the hospital and at the surgical place had such good spirits. And well, I prayed before the surgery and prayed for the instruments, but they had such good spirits before and after. Even when I go to my follow-up, that is encouraging to me.
Right.
But on being a witness to them to make sure their relationship right with Christ, but that's the best eyesight ever.
Absolutely, sir. So, yeah, that's always good. Any time the good news could be spread. Yeah. And y'all, we're talking about the gospel of Messiah and him being the high priest, the intercessor that sits at the right hand of the Father, able to speak with the Father and ask him for pardon for us, for our transgressions. So y'all, that intercessor must be respected. You know, as any high priest would be respected, because that's the connection between you and the Father. So it has to be good respect there, because the individual that's taking your request has been respected by the Father. You know, to say, hey, he's the go-through. That's right. You want to get to me, you got to go through him.
Yes.
So y'all, we want to get some good understanding today. We're not going to continue to pound how his name is spelled or what it is and how you should pronunciate it. What we're going to do is get down to the nuts and bolts of it and see every time the situation of a name came up, behavior and actions was always associated with it to determine where your mindset is at. Because it's easy to speak from the lips and say any of the Hebrew titles and how, precious they are, which they all are, but they're titles. He said, I'm going to tell you what my name is in that day. Once that rotten flesh turns back to immortality and it no longer contains corruption, then I'll tell you what my name is. But for now, I'm going to give you a title that represents me. Right. So we're going to go over actions in the Bible that how the Most High tells us to challenge this first to see if you have the right name in your mouth. See, or are you just pumping Hebrew Christianity? You think if I say a name, that covers me for everything on how I pronounce it. That's the same thing they're doing in modern Christianity. They just say if we say Jesus, that covers everything, all my sins, everything. If it's that easy, it would just be one chapter in the Bible right now, it'd be revived. To just those. Just say the name, and all is done.
That's it.
That's what we'll do daily. Just say the name and it will be taken care of. But no, he say all throughout the script, name has a respect connotation to it. It has a power attached to it based off of behavior and laws. That's how you will know what name we're speaking of is because it's the body of notes that's attached to it. Because everything is similar. Because everybody on this earth descended from Adam and Eve. So let's get it understood. There was languages confounded at the Tower of Babel. He said, I'm going to send you to a nation whose language and tongue you know not. So how are we going to communicate with it? Right. It's not just one word. It's still the actions while you in captivity. Right. It warned us. It told you, but while you there, do this. Right. That's not going to be in a language from your forefathers, and it didn't do them no good, or we wouldn't even be having this conversation about a name. We'd be at home. Right. Mm-hmm. And it never was about a name that got us thrown out. He never said because you continue to say my name and it attached to somebody else. Well, you had to do the work too. Mm-hmm. It ain't just saying a name. That didn't get us thrown out of Israel. We knew the name. Right. Mm-hmm. So deep. But everywhere we look is bad behavior. It's false worship. It's incense lit to another god. That means that you got the way you light, you got a different set of instructions. So y'all, we're gonna cover a lot of that today, but before we get started, just want to send shouts out to that out Lemuel Judah, our sister Denise Anderson, that out DH3D for life, shouts out to you, to Sister Betty and Brother Ron Lemons, to Sister Ada and Tarsha Robinson, to our ATL family, our Memphis family, our Indiana family, of our overseas family, at homeland family, our Agda, Emo Naomi, y'all, Emo Yisrael. Shouts out to all of y'all. What you got over there too about?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, y'all with no need to believe it. Y'all know how, would you got something to go ahead?
Tired.
Oh, Todd Shepard, absolutely. I hope one day Todd is able to tune in and just know we're still, praying that his journey could be as pleasant as it can. So y'all, today's lesson, once again, spiritual actions speaks louder than words, and it's titled spiritual actions, not just flesh action, because flesh action is lip service, double tongue, speaking out both sides of your neck, as they say. That's flesh name calling. Because like we're saying, if you do know the name, we're waiting to see your actions. How do you then discern the spirit? If you hear somebody say a name, you still got to discern the spirit and see what work they coming behind with the name. You're like, oh, this is an imposter here. Right. This a mutt. This ain't real pedigree. This mutt doctrine. Right. So y'all know how we get down to our one and only high priest, Yeshua HaMashiach, locally known as Jesus the Christ. He's our one and only high priest after the order of Melchizedek. He brings forth the law of truth to every male, female, rich, poor, free and bond, Jew or Gentile. So before we get started, y'all, because we hear all of the talk, the one-sided talk. Lord means Baal. Wherever you see that in the Bible, it means Baal. Well, there's Lord more times in the Old Testament than it is the New Testament. So if one part of it ain't no good with it, all of it ain't no good. And then another thing is, how long everybody that keeps saying that gonna keep continuing walking around with the Bible with the word Lord in it before you decide to make a move and find one that's called Lord free? You understand what I'm saying? So, or you just gonna continue to carry tainted information? Now, so y'all, we're gonna get right down to some definitions, and we're gonna see if it's what it says. So, if you will, Zeb, give me the definition of the Lord. I believe it's H113, and in the Greek, we're gonna see even in the Greek what it say 2962. Like we always do, because fair is what fair judgment is. Discovery evidence is what discovery evidence is. Prosecutors have to give defense the evidence that they have against who they're defending, as well as defense have to turn over information. So y'all, in like manner, we turn over information from both sides so that you can weigh your thought and your decision, not being guided to look one way. And that's what they're doing. They're forcing you to only look at it from this perspective. Right. Let's get it, if you will, Jed.
Lord G.H. Lord H113.
Yes, sir.
Is Adam.
Adam. That's what the word Lord means in Hebrew. Adam. Go ahead.
It's firm, strong, Lord, master.
What it means?
Firm, strong, Lord, master. Reverence to man.
So we see that it means supreme authority, or, it starts at the top and works its way down, but we see that the word in Hebrew means Adam, but it still referenced the word Lord. And it's H113. Nothing we just read said Baal. Did it? So go ahead with the G. Let's see what the Greeks say about it.
You gotta read yours, because I still ain't pulled up that number you got.
So the Greek, when you look it up, it'll be 2962, and it's Kyrios, or Kyrios. How am I pronouncing that?
Pretty well.
Kyrios. So, and it'll say the same thing. Lord, it hasn't said Baal yet, but we're gonna get to Baal, so that we understand that Baal has a number as well, and we're gonna see what it means. So, if they're meaning the same thing, it comes down to the actions then. So you determine which one I'm going to choose. And then we're going to get right to the Exodus, where people like to run and where it says I am, and then they go into the definitions of I am. But what we're going to get into is the conversation between the Most High and Moses, when he said, that ain't going to do me no good. They ain't going to even believe me. This people, this are hard-headed people. If I tell them the name, they're not going to believe me. Did he say, well, look, if you pronounce it to them like this, if you pronounce it with the right roll of the tongue, they'll believe you. We're going to see if that was said, or if there's another process to make them believe. Go ahead, what you got to say?
I got another Lord. It's
okay.
H3068, and it's Jehovah.
Jehovah? Go ahead.
Jehovah,
yes, sir.
The existing one.
Yes, sir.
The proper name of the one true God.
Yes, sir.
Unpronounced except the vowel pointing to H136.
Yeah. So y'all, once again, it just continue to tell us what it means, but that doesn't change your behavior or the actions because you know the name. It still got to come with a body of notes, because everybody's grabbing that name. That's why he says, many shall say in that day, we have said, Lord, Lord. Or there shall be many coming in my name saying, I'm Christ. Well, he's telling us they coming, but watch what they doing. Watch the body of notes. Not the name, watch the body of notes. What you got up there, Bob?
I got that Greek definition of Lord for you.
Yeah.
It says the Greek/Hebrew definition, Strong's 2962.
Yes, sir.
It says from Kyrios, supremacy,
Uh-huh.
supreme in authority.
Yes, sir.
As noun, controller. By implication, master. That's a respectable title. God, Lord, Master, Sir.
So, and that's all it is, y'all. It's a respect of your title where you at. It's like when you go in a courtroom. You can't just tell that judge and you want a trial to get you 15 to life. Yeah, whatever, man. Come on with your judgment. You can do that if you want to.
I said, he got his life in your hands.
Yeah, he got his life, your life in his hands at that point.
Agree with thine adversary when thou
When I
art
was
in
in
the
the
way.
way, y'all, this is what we're trying to understand. You can holler that name out in the courtroom at that point. Well, yeah, y'all, just over the name, it's going to get you. They'll be looking at you. Well, why you in here? You can holler the name you are, but you on trial.
Right.
So y'all ain't gonna believe we're gonna get right to it. No more questions out there too, bye.
No, sir.
So also what we want to do is get y'all, give me is it a H410, and then we'll go to Baal.
H14.
Yeah. Is it a 14 too, bye? You see anything for 14?
I seen that up there, yeah. I'm trying to
Pull it from yours, and then we'll go to Baal. And then y'all will get in the lesson at hand, and we'll see, is it how you pronounce it, or what you say, or is it what comes behind the lips? So what's up? What did Pastor Murphy? What was going on? That boy haberdashery is sharp, man. What you and OG Jeremiah got planned out? Yes. What you got, too, by?
It says Psalm 110.
410?
Oh, 14. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. God is
What it saying? Read that a little bit louder.
God.
Uh-huh.
Godly.
Yeah.
Goodly.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Idol.
Yeah.
Mighty one.
Mighty one. Yes, sir.
Power.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Shortened from Yael, strength as objective might.
So now, so he's steady giving us words that keep talking about power and strength, but we have to see the actions of that to associate that with the name of a God. There's many gods out there. There's God people worship every day than the God of the Bible, but the Most High say this is the action that I take to let you know who God is.
Exactly.
And you put that up against anybody else saying they God.
Right.
Or just the word of God, y'all. It's more than just knowing language. You think you becoming a language expert with only knowing one word of Hebrew out of 3,000 words of English? Now you are a master, and this going
It ain't real. It's not real.
No. Let's get that Baal 1167 and run the 1168 as well. Tell me what that says.
Linguistic expert.
Yeah.
1168 is Baal, Lord, supreme male divinity of the Phoenician and Canaanite,
Yeah.
a Reubenite,
Yeah.
a son of Jehiel, the grandson of Saul.
So we see that Baal, or he was acting like Balaam, but Baal is a ruler of the Canaanite gods. So it meant that he just took on the name of Baal. That's what the Canaanites just said. We're going to call our God that too. You can't make them say, no, you can't do it. But their actions, what they're doing, the sacrificing and the risk cutting lets them know it ain't the Lord of this Bible, the sovereign ruler, the grand authority, not by doing them actions.
Right.
Like Elijah at the brook of Kidron with them Baal priests. He said, look, we're going to do the contest right here. Whoever called on the name of the Lord, this is it. But there was action. Let's build an altar. Because the Most High always is consistent. There's always going to be an altar for his test, so to speak, to prove who God is God. Let's build an altar. That's instructions. Y'all call on the name of y'all God, and we'll call on the God of the universe, our God, and we'll see who answers first. That's what the deal was. Now they're calling on names. Was the Canaanites just saying Baal, 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 Baal? Or were they performing an action?
Right.
Because it said they start jumping up on the altar and slashing wrists.
It was more than just a chant.
Boy, come on. Slashing wrists, and they jumped to morning. They were slashing to noontime, and he still ain't answered. Got to the point where Elijah just started mocking. Well, maybe he taking a bathroom break. Your guy take bathroom breaks?
Right.
Maybe he's at a fair or something, you know, where children selling Girl Scout cookies. He can't just come right now.
Right.
He busy. I mean, come out from morning, and then Elijah say, well, let's do the test here of our God. Build it altar. Same thing, let's dress it. He say, but I tell you what, let's do this. The Most High say, put water under the wood. Now put some more water under the wood. So we soak it down. You know they looking now. They soaking the wood with water first. How you gonna light wet wood? And boy, he called on the name of the Lord by the instructions given. And what he asked him, if you be God, prove it not. He didn't just was saying, you know, and the wood still sitting there, or you know, no bullock dressed like it's supposed to be. Nothing happened like that. No, it was dressed like it was supposed to be. And they said, you be God, here's the test right here. Show us the sign. And that lightning came down, licked up the water, consumed the burnt offering. And at that point, Elijah said, kill all them Baal priests. That's how we knew that they were calling on the wrong name, because their God didn't answer. How you going to say we calling on Baal and the Most High is answering? You're borderline blaspheming the Holy Spirit. It's dangerous. Because if we say Lord and we saying keep the commandments, that's a problem for you, not for us. And you will say, what commandments? Genesis to Revelation commandments.
That's it.
All of that, because all of Deuteronomy, first 5 books, law. Lost books, statutes and judgments. Prophecies. That's what we saying his name is. That's where we going. But you want to sit up here and play a game with us, contest on how you pronounce a name? Hallowed be his name. When you pray, they say that's the name to use. Hallowed, meaning set apart and sanctified, holier than anything in existence is your name. So we're going to get into the scripts that define who we're talking about when we call on the name. So we know. Let's go and get it. Got more questions too before we get started? We'll start this off. Matthew chapter 7, verse 21 through 23. And then, y'all, we're going to get in right into the areas that's used to prove what they think they're talking about, y'all. And that's what a lot of people don't do. Everything we're saying why we don't believe it, like when we quote Psalm 138, his name, his word is above all his name. And we quote like the Matthew 6, the Lord teaches how to pray. His name is, hallowed be thy name. His name is the mighty Redeemer, wonderful Counselor, Governor, all of these titles that he say, but there has to be a work that makes us call him this, that makes us give him power. He's flexing like when it talks about the Antichrist, it say his power, but it leads to what makes him powerful. A war machine. Creating a system, a money-backing system that if you don't play with me, you don't play at all.
Right.
Power, that's power what we talking about. He ain't worried about what name you call him. He talking about what control I have now. And I'm talking about the control like this, to control individual thought process, just know the name. We got individuals out here that know the name, but you know what they championing right now? You know they barking like seals because the government saying they finna get rid of SNAP benefits.
Yes, sir. Yes.
They're not looking at it like children gonna be hungry.
Right.
They're looking at, what you gonna do now? You gonna be looking for a man then. So you want this to happen, so they come looking for your horny rear end.
Right.
So you hoping doom and destruction on the daughters of Israel, because the only thing saving them from coming to you is SNAP benefits.
They don't get
How much you think SNAP benefits they get? It's going in a SNAP.
the snap.
You get them on the first, by the third, they gone. You got 27 more days of snaplessness. That's a good word, ain't it, boy?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get to it, boy. Matthew chapter 7, 21 through 23.
Daniel, you're quite the linguist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, family. We're going to be reading in the book of Matthew, chapter 7. And we're going to start the reading in verse 21.
Start about 15, if you will.
I will.
Yes, sir.
The book of Matthew,
Yes.
chapter 7 and verse 15. And it reads, beware of false prophets.
Be what?
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
So we get a warning of how false prophets come. They look like they playing the part.
Right.
They may sound like they playing the part. They may pronounce the Hebrew name like it's part of the part.
Right.
He said, but watch them. Be careful. There's more to it than just saying the name. Watch them. Because inwardly, they after something.
Right.
Why they revealing only half and won't show you the other half? Shalom, up. You know what I'm saying? Why won't they bring forth every way from all sides and let you determine so you can choose life or choose death?
Exactly.
Right?
They give you one way out.
That's right.
My way or the highway. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16.
Yes, sir.
Ye shall know them by their fruit.
By the what?
By their fruit. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
So that's an action. That's why I say you're going to know them by their fruit. You're going to know them by their work. When men go out there and gather, do they gather thorns? I mean, do you gather everything that pricks your fingers all day long? What type of gathering would that be when your fingers are bloody like?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Yeah.
Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
So this is once again we're saying this is like Ezekiel 31, where it's comparing men, great men, or any man to trees. So it compares a man to fruit trees. So what type of fruit are you reproducing, so to speak? You're a tree. See, because the Father's always the root. He's always the root. Trees come from the root, and then branches come off of that.
I got a second witness.
Go ahead, bro.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 10.
Yeah.
And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the tree.
Yes, sir. To the what?
To the root of the tree. Therefore, every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Very good, because see what we now say, you see what the axe was laid to? To the root of the tree.
Right.
We ain't gonna just cut the tree off, we're gonna cut where it gets started at so we get rid of it.
That's right.
And get it out of society. We're gonna cut the root out.
Yeah.
And when the root is cut out, ain't no more growth. But that's why I say every corrupt tree got to start at the root. We got to start with your doctrine. Not the tree that's presented before us. We need to see your root work.
Yes, sir.
Get some more.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
So let's read that again, because it says right here, even if you change that to whatever word you wanted to change it to in the Hebrew, if you change it to what word you think it shouldn't be, Lord, and what word it should be, the bottom line is part 2 is still waiting there right for you when you say, okay, I'm going to accept that name. Read that verse again so we can read the last part of it and see how you're going to determine you saying the right name. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
So now it comes down to not just saying the name, but the will of the Father.
Right.
What is the will of the Father?
Command.
Keep the commandments and live.
That's it.
That's the will of the Father.
Simple.
If you saying my name publicly, then you're going to be keeping my commandments publicly.
There you go.
You just ain't going to say it and be into hypocritical mode. Oh, so what you doing now? So you going to fool the people that you some great linguistic master and you ain't keeping my commandments, because if you was, they wouldn't be jumping up when you come in the room.
I got another second witness.
Go ahead, bro. Run.
That
Yes, sir.
Lord, just saying the name ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
And that's Matthew chapter 25, verse 11 and 12.
Uh-huh.
Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not.
See, and that's what we're talking about again, because even though you change that to the Hebrew name, there's still a body of work that he say, this is what I'm measuring it by. If you saying it, you're going to do what I tell you to do.
Right.
It's like your parents tell you, but it was 2:30. But what did I tell you?
Right.
I told you don't come out the house till 3:30.
Right.
When I get home from work. But Miss Johnson said she knew you was gonna be coming home. But what did I tell you? So you done took on to another body of notes.
Right. You know? What Miss Johnson's finna do for you now?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
finna take
yes,
you in this
sir.
room.
Yes, sir. What you think Miss Johnson want this Hot Wheel track?
Don't work for you fine.
Boy, you should have listened to your mama.
Boy.
That's what she gonna say.
Let's get some more of that.
Verse 22.
Yeah.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
So it says, many will say, Lord, or whatever the name you choose, then we prophesy in thy name. Well, he's saying, when I don't know you, that means you've been a false prophet. You just using my name.
Right.
The Lord told me, the Lord has said. That's a false prophet, because his rules say, I tell you to write it down.
That's right.
So it can be used as a witness against you. But if you're just saying the Lord said, even if you hold in the Bible, that's suspect to us. Did you write it down? As soon as we ask that question, what's the next word out of their mouth? I will next time. So let me see. So you're going to obey the rules next time. And so if I hadn't called you on the rules, you'd have got away. You'd have reneged on us.
You ain't got away.
You understand what I'm saying? If you don't call on the rules, they renege. How you know it's 15 to get on board on Domino's, then 10 thereafter, and how you got a set of 5s already?
Right.
Somebody ain't watching the board.
Right.
Get some more of that.
That's it on that.
That's it on that? Okay. Let's get right to the next one, y'all, because we're speaking of action. Let's go to Exodus 4. And y'all, we know what Exodus 3 say, and that's where the banging always started in Exodus 3. Tell them I am that I am. And see, when you convert, that means a higher. And you know, and that's what they did to fool you, to try to get you to believe that 12 tribes chart too, when they were saying, see, Indians be calling on Yahweh because they be saying, you know how the Indians be doing that?
Yeah.
Well, what's with the bird heads then?
Right.
That's another good.
What's with the totem poles then? So what you're saying, because they're singing what sounds like a higher, and they jumping around and they chasing spirit gods and they naming their children after birds and animals. That's a different body of notes. And you're using that to say the way it sounds, they must be calling on God. Well, we're looking at their actions.
Right.
Susie running bird. She that can outrun a bird in the 100-yard meters. But our name have titles that mean something relating to our God. How is Susie running bird relating to Yahweh? Or Yahweh, however you're saying it. Johnny Fighting Tiger. If y'all will, let's run a couple names for Israel and the Messiah in the Hebrew and just see what it's saying and see if that matches up. How they try to get you to accept that 12 tribe chart. And look, what are fringes supposed to be at? They got fringes on their sleeves. They got fringes on vest pockets. They got fringes going down the side of their leg of their pants. And they're not even dressed the correct way, but it's the pronunciation of how they sing it, and then they demonstrate it for you. And then they got a hatchet in their hand ready to do some scalping. Y'all know how them engines do it.
Flappers wear fringes too.
Who do?
Flappers.
Yes, sir.
The women that used to wear the dresses in the 1990s.
Yeah.
It's called a flapper.
Look, these Indians today look like Mexicans, don't they?
Well, look, that's the problem.
Chinese.
Not one of them yet do they ever produce any documentation that they're keeping the commandments. Not once on no reservation did they say, and here we're with the tribe of whoever they say is the Indians, and they're keeping Passover, they're keeping Tabernacles. Ain't no such thing nowhere. If it was, they'll continually put it out there. Right. They try to promote to them or make them be somebody they ain't.
They don't contribute nothing to society.
Nothing to the nation of Israel. By now, one of them should stand up and say, hey, they are the children of Israel and we that tribe too.
Right.
But they don't, y'all. So it's all hoodwinking through language pronunciation. But the script say, don't worry about how they say my name, watch their actions.
That's it.
And see if they on the team we on. Watch the action. Be it and observe, but don't do as they do. Let's get it.
All right, family.
And y'all, we're going to go right to Exodus 4, not to cut you off, area. But when he says, I am that I am, that's what, I tell you what, let's hit 3 so we can go to it. And then 4 is going to explain 3 to let you know that them knowing the name, and you go through all of that time and see when you break down I am, and you go to the concordance over here, and then when you go to the libraries of London and you get the concordance over there, and then we double back and go to Egypt and find and hear the concordance over there. But when you get through,
I ain't got no passport.
yes sir. When you get through with all of that, there's still gonna be an action, because the one you're talking about saying, they ain't gonna believe me if I say that. Now this the one you sending out to tell him that, and he already know. Come on now. They ain't gonna believe me. He said, don't worry about none of that. What I am about to show you gonna make them believe in the name that you coming with. Because it's gonna supersede the one that's saying he's God on earth right now. That's what I'm gonna show the people. My power, my omnipotence, my majesty. That's what I'm going to show them that's related to my name. Shalom, my Ben. Yes, sir. That's what's related to my name. Ben, yeah, we right in there on that, Ben. You just in time. So, y'all, and that's what we got to look at as the power of the Most High. He don't relate his name to nothing. He relate his name to power like storms, like whirlwinds. Some to let you know that's God. Right. Start at 3 and 14, if you will.
You want to get that, Jay?
Exodus 3 and 14.
Exodus
No, I'll tell
chapter.
you what started 13, I'm sorry.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 13.
Yeah.
And Moses said unto Yahweh, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, the God of your fathers has sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them?
So that's the key, the God of your fathers. So it's already established. Our forefathers have a God. Now y'all think we're in the wilderness, so we did already 430 years in Egypt, or 200. Well, if we look at it whole, even the time in Canaan, because we did 215 there and then 215 down in actual Egypt, but Canaan is a part of Egypt, so 430 total. So he's saying, what should I tell him? Your name is, after all of that, after knowing what his name, but it said the God of your fathers.
Right.
So that's the kicker here. What did Abraham call the Most High?
Right.
What did Jacob call? What did Isaac and Jacob call? Because those are the forefathers that what they say, This is how it should done. Shalom said, of how it should be determined what God's name is. Because there's going to be a body of work with those three individuals that set everything apart. Abraham's name change. Miracle, him and his wife, plus 90 having a child. Isaac, the miracle child. The blessings gave to him, and then he gave them to his son that have a vision of the stairway to heaven, specifically on the ladder of angels descending up and down. Then he get blessed. That God right there who did those works, tell him that's who it is to come to get him. That one. So there's no misunderstanding. That one in particular who did those feats with y'all. So we don't get it mixed up with nobody else. That God who did that for them three. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's get some more.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you.
So we see right there, he said, just tell him I am. Now the problem is he ain't never told us to go look it up, look at no dictionary, what I am means to determine what it is. He said, just be plain and simple. Just tell him I am sent you. It's simple, and then, because he wants them to question who it is. It ain't like he wants them to just know the name and they continue to sin. We in captivity, y'all. We in the wilderness. What they gonna lead to but more sinning if we think we just call on the name and we don't change our actions. Right. Let's get some more.
Verse 50. You want to keep going?
Yes, that is, man.
Yeah, that's you.
Let me move right
You can turn it off while you do it.
That probably help, wouldn't it? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
And Yahweh said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord Yahweh of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever.
How long is that his name?
Forever. And this is my memorial unto all generations. Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and say unto them, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you, and seen that which is done to you in Egypt.
Now, think about this, y'all. Moses is just coming back from off the run of killing an Egyptian after 40 years for whooping on a Hebrew and raping his wife in front of him. That's what Moses killed that man for. And it said Moses slain a man. So we have to get past the point of did Moses do an illegal killing because he was on the run? No, because the Most High say to lay down your life for your brother in an injustice like that. What was he going to do? That's like a citizen's arrest, so to speak. It wasn't that Moses just killed him. It was the man's actions that caused Moses to kill him.
Right.
I mean, he was having his way with this man's wife in front of him. Yeah. I want y'all to truly think about that. And then when the man broke loose and was running out the house to go tell somebody, he was in behind him with a killing weapon. And he ran to Moses because Moses was working for corporate. He was in corporate Egypt. And he ran to him, please save me, he about to kill me. The man didn't care nothing about Moses. He like, oh, you a substitute Egyptian. Get out the way. And said Moses looked both ways and let him have it.
Right.
Did the proper thing, buried him. But guess who ratted Moses out? He breaking up two Hebrews from fighting. Come on, man, y'all brethren, what is this? Oh, man, what you talking about? Oh, you come over here after killing that Egyptian. He like, oh, word, and got around like that. Boy.
Surely this thing must be known.
Must be.
That is the fastest communication on the planet. It's called telenegro. It's faster than the telephone. It's faster than the telegram. It's telenegro. Well, because some people call home from jail Hey man, I heard that Martha got locked up. You like, man, that was 15 minutes ago. How you know when you in jail? And word gets around, dog. In 15 minutes? So blessed it is. In 15 minutes, tell a Negro boy, get it right. Because we known for, that's why we can't have tale bearing or gossiping. It spreads the word quickly. Who you heard it from? I heard it, but you ain't heard it from me. Let's get back down to who it actually came from. Right. But let's get some more of this.
Embellishment comes for free.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15. Is that what I said? Yeah. I was on 16? 17? Yeah, I was on 17. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, unto the Lord, and to the land flowing with milk and honey. That's crazy. Mine says L-A-N-D. That's land.
To the land? Yeah, it is.
Why does it look funny?
That word up in my
It looks funny.
Don't let it get you, say.
Something in these things.
Yo, yes, sir.
Verse 18.
Yes, sir.
And they shall hearken to thy voice.
Yeah.
And thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt, and ye shall say unto him, the Lord God of the Hebrews hath met with us, and now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice unto the Lord our power.
So right here, this is what he told them to tell Pharaoh too, a 3 days journey, y'all. That turned into 40 years because of what? Was it about the name, or what turned it into 40 years?
Disobedience.
Outside of Egypt.
Yeah.
You're more disobedient in the wilderness than you were in Egypt. And you know my name? And this is what the people that keep telling you this I am, they want you to focus on that, but not the behavior after that. We got your name, you done seen what he did for us, and now we get you out in the wilderness and you show your rear end like this and you know the name? What are the nations going to say about this? It's already disrespect to his name.
They saw the plague.
They saw the plagues, and you still doing what you're doing right now. So it has nothing to do with pronunciation. It's the actions of knowing who your God is and what he represents. I'll trust him with every fiber of my body.
That's right.
That's what you got to understand. And when you let that come out of your mouth, you're willing to take on what come your way, bad or good. Let's get chapter 4, all of them. And y'all, this is going to explain something very important when we get down to verse 8. Y'all going to understand, because he went to Israel first before he went to Pharaoh. The children had to be convinced that we're going to the man that calls himself God on earth, Pharaoh.
It's a challenge to that God.
Yes, sir.
Great challenge.
Yes, sir. And we're going to see if it's about a name. They just went to him and said, Ahiah, say, let us go.
Right. Who is that?
What is that name? Ahiah. Watch this. He gonna let us go here shortly.
Right.
And he say it again. Ahiah.
Say how high?
How high? Yeah. And see if that make Pharaoh move.
Right.
Because you say a name. Pharaoh said, I don't even see this name in our records.
Right.
What do you do at that point? He like, I don't even know who your God is. I don't even see the name in our records. Who you talking about? Then that means some actions got to take place.
That's right.
So you get some straightening. And know who the real God on earth is. And in heaven. Let's get some more of this forward. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, the Lord has not appeared unto thee.
This is Moses telling the Most High. He like, look, you tell me the name, they ain't gonna hearken to me. Why do y'all think this part of the conversation is in here and they don't want you to see this? They don't want you to see the actual conversation between the individuals that's explaining what's in a name. Right there. Didn't he say I am? It's the same thing the preachers do. Peter, rise, kill, and eat. That's it. You see it right there. Ham hock surprise is acceptable. You see it. He said, Peter, rise, kill, and eat. But if you read the verse 28, it says not to call any man common or unclean food. It's still common or unclean. Certain things and certain foods are still clean. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I was talking about men. That's what Peter came to understand the vision. So in like manner, y'all, Pharaoh ain't gonna want to hear none of that unless there's some actions that make him move. Like you can just say the name. Like if that's the case, we go say it to Donald Trump. Just pull up in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and just get a bullhorn and just holler, "Ahia!" Donald Trump will look out the window and be like, "What? The hell is that out there? Who's in the house?"
Go set them up.
Hey, go get ICE to take care of that real quick. Get some ICE agents out there. Cool him off real quick with all that hollering. Put some ICE agents out there. But if you going with firepower to this man who's now saying he's God on earth, with firepower, that's going to get what's called get his attention. Let's get some more.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto him, what is that in thine hand? And he said, a rod. And he said, cast it to the ground. And he cast it to the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it.
I'm talking about a 4-3 60-yard dash.
King Cobra.
I'm talking about moving, boy, like his feet ain't touching the ground when that thing became that. Because he had to convince Moses first. See what we talking about, y'all? Moses know the name right here. But he's still having trouble understanding what does the name mean if I go tell him. So what's that in your hand? He could have had anything in his hand at that point. He just used that. Let me just show you some power. Moses has to be convinced of the power to convince the people. Exactly. It ain't just a name. Because he say when I bring it to them, they gonna look at me, man, God ain't said nothing to you. Look at this nigga here, man. Here you go again. Not again. But when you come with that power and them signs and wonders, that's how the Antichrist gonna do it the same way. He ain't gonna want to care about what name you calling him. It's what he's coming with. 2 Thessalonians 10. Lying wonders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AI generated so-called lies.
There it is.
Let's get some more.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Moses, put forth thine hand and take it by the tail.
Yeah.
And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand.
Right here. Now, this after the burning bush. See, he has to then pound on Moses again and let him know. You saw the bush that was burning and was not consumed. Right. You know that's a power of God. Light any bush and see will it be consumed, but the leaves are still there. They still green. It's just crackling and making a fire sound, but the bush ain't burning. It ain't consumed. It ain't even being burned up. And Moses looked at that. He said, what is going on here? Do you see this wonder? And as soon as a voice came out of it, he crashed on kneecap. The voice never told him the name first. It just said, take them shoes off this holy ground. He knew at that point, this is a power beyond power. Was a name told to him before that, before he told him, get out of them shoes. He knew that wonder of that burning bush not being consumed. He like, this got to be God.
But that was obedience over sacrifice.
No, that's what we're talking about. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
That they may believe.
That they may what?
That they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
So he's saying actions don't make them believe. When you do what I just showed you to do, that's going to make them believe my name. What does that got to do with pronunciation and what we talking about?
Right.
We way past the pronunciation because Moses is telling them, that don't mean nothing to them.
Right, you got to show them.
You got to show them. They got Missouri all over them. They got the show me state on them.
But not only that, it could have been about pronunciation with Moses. He had a stutter.
We gonna get to that, Elijah. That's what we talking about.
Come on, man.
How he gonna say Ahia from a stuttering voice? That's what I want to understand now. How do you say it today?
He can't roll that tongue. He can't roll that tongue at all.
You don't want to come out there and be like, wait a minute, he ain't heard nothing, man. He can't even say it. Come on, fam. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He can't even say he stuttered. They don't bring up to the points to you that Moses stuttered. You know why? They don't understand this in full because everything that breaks those down to you, statutes and judgments, they tell you not to read it, like the book of Jasher, like Enoch. So when you get into the book of Jasher and you get into 71 chapter all the way up 78, you'll see Moses' experience. Moses took the crown off of Pharaoh's head when he was 3 years old. All of Pharaoh's advisors said, he finna take the kingdom from you. But he's just a lad, but the wise men say, well, let's put him through the test. Once again, it was a test. What we'll do, we'll put an onyx stone here, and we'll put a hot coal here. Whichever one he choose, that's going to determine where he's thinking at. Because these Hebrews, now remember, these Hebrews that did what they did, they circumcised Shechem them and then caught them with their legs up in the air and slayed all of them. That's these Hebrews. You better not trust even a baby. Watch this 3-year-old. So they did the test, and the angel, Moses was actually reaching for the onyx stone because he was going to be a priest. He out of Levi. But the angel moved his hand, and he grabbed the hot coal and put it on tongue, and it burned his tongue. That's what caused Moses to stutter. At 3 years old, he had a hot coal put on his tongue. So it swelled the side of his tongue and it made him stutter a bit. So we have to bring all this into play before it comes down to just pronunciation when the one giving the instructions got a speech impediment.
Right.
Do that make sense, y'all?
Don't make sense at all. And it's barely said that Aaron should be your mouthpiece.
Let's get it, Elijah. It's coming up. Let's get some more of this. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And he said, put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
And if we did that today, you just scratching right here, you know, and then you pull your hand out and this leper's like snow. Boy, that's going to create some panic, ain't it? Because if it start there, you figure it's going to move all the way up and get up here, you know. And then he said, now put it back in there, and it went back to the other color. So what is he showing them? Is he showing them pronunciation, or is he showing them actions and power? I could change you. I could change your skin color if I wanted to. That quick. I can change an animal, a serpent, to a rod to a serpent. I can do that too, to let you know I'm God. You can holler names all you want. You can say it, and it's supposed to be said like that. Go see the old English shit. What the old English got to do with belief? Let's read some more of this, y'all. I don't get clear. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee.
If they will what?
Will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign.
So now we got belief coming down to the signs. Ain't got nothing to do with pronunciation.
Right.
Keep going, bro.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. And Moses said unto the Most High, O Elohim, O my Elohim, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
Slow of speech, y'all know, and that's what it means. He's stuttering. He can't get it out. You know, it takes me a long time to get out what I'm trying to say. That just didn't happen. That came from an event when he was 3 years old. That's what we want you to understand. And now all the pieces of the puzzle's fitting together. And now we see that it ain't got nothing to do with chasing the pronunciation of his holy name. All that gonna get you is you just, okay, well, you know how to say it that way, but what are your actions?
Right.
What did he tell you to do? How do we represent him? By just saying his name correctly?
No.
Well, that means everybody that stutters going to hell. Everybody that's a deaf mute because they slow of speech. When you can't hear sounds that's coming out of some mouth, they're almost like vibrations. So how do they say a higher and they can't hear? So now they got to start using sign language. Look at it, he throwing up West Bank. I see it. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto him, who hath made man's mouth?
What he asked?
Who has made man's mouth? Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
And he ain't said once nothing about how to pronounce my name.
Right.
I will fix it to where it flows like the eloquence of.
He could have did that too.
He could have did
Right
that.
there.
He could have popped his mouth and just told him, now go say it now to him. Tell him Yahweh now. Tell him Ahaya now. I'm going to fix your mouth. Now go say it. Holler it out again. One more time for good measure. That could have happened.
Right.
But it didn't. Let's get some more.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
Yes, sir.
And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart.
So he's saying, look, your brother graduated summa cum laude. He know how to speak Hebrew fluently. He been getting through Egypt. Your brother's going to do the talking for you. Always got a plan for you. But the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. He's like, look, he's still trying to get out of what trying to get him to do. He's still trying to get out of this. And they got us focusing on what he told Moses. And we're here in the 4th chapter, and the Most High is getting frustrated with Moses. Trying to get out of what I'm trying to get him to do. Every time I look around, he got another excuse. Get some more.
And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth.
What he gonna do?
And put words in his mouth. And I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth. And I will teach you what ye shall do.
What ye shall do. So that's an action when I put my name in your mouth. I'm going to tell you what you need to do with my name. And you tell Aaron, yeah, I'm going to run it down to you, and this is how it's going to work. But ain't nothing said you going to say it like this, or he'd have told Aaron. And Aaron shall teach you how to say it. Aaron will get rid of the stuttering. He's skilled at it. And you will be able to say Ahaya with no problem. That ain't in here.
No.
Let's get some more.
And he shall be thy spokesman.
What he gonna be?
He shall be thy spokesman unto the people. And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth. And thou shalt be to him instead of a God. And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs.
So still go with that rod, because you're going to have to do this to Pharaoh. I want you to show it to the children of Israel first, but then you're going to show this same thing to Pharaoh, because both sides have to be convinced. Israel is believing he's God, some of Israel, like Dathan the Reubenite. When y'all watch that 10 Commandments and Pharaoh asked, Edward G. Robinson was playing with his rat face. They had the perfect one, didn't they? With his rat face, and he said, you would kill your own mother, wouldn't you? He said, if it pleased the Pharaoh. Y'all understand? the level of what deprogramming had to take place, and you thinking about Reuben hearing Yahweh, that was going to change the thought process of a man that said, I'll kill my mother if it please you. What they got to do with pronunciation? Them actions, ain't it? That's showing his allegiance to that God. Whatever he's calling, he's willing to kill his mama. If it please him. Let's get some more. Where's that boy cold blooded? Go ahead, bro.
Where you leave off at?
18.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace.
Yes, sir.
And the Most High said unto Moses in Midian, Go, return unto Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life.
So, what is this concerning when the Most High say, go back, everybody's dead? You ain't got to worry about Pharaoh. He died out. Nobody else remember that crime. It ain't on the books no more. So you can go back after 40 years. So Moses left at 40. He's 80 years old now. Then he going back. You know, so whatever that statute of limitations ran out on that crime whenever a new administration come in. Just like today, y'all, it's the same thing. When the new administration come in, like Trump pardoned that one boy already. He did number 3 months on them funds transaction and impersonating somebody stealing their IDs. That old George Soros or whatever he is, transvestite at the nighttime. He let him out of jail. People are angry. You know, he pardoned him full pardon. So what that means is that everybody who money he stole, he's been pardoned from that. He ain't got to pay them back.
No.
But guess what happened? They passed a law back in New York a few times back that cut that off, that says if the state pick it up, if it's a state charge, that pardon ain't going to work. So the state saying, oh, we're going to put him back in there.
What about that organ harvesting Jew that got caught with all the organ? You pardoned him too.
Yes, sir. Is it a state charge, though? The state can pick it back up, though. This is what we're talking about. There was a law passed that said Fed pardons, if it was a state crime, the state can pick it back up. Yes, ma'am.
What about that guy who talked about he wanted to kill that state senator? And he was pardoned.
Oh, yeah. This Trump pardoned everybody that was in the January 6th riot.
And one of them got a new charge now, don't he?
Yeah, another one done broke the law again after being
He's
pardoned.
threatening to kill people.
Oh, locked back up already, and you got a full pardon. Y'all,
Just got out
this
2
is
months
why
ago.
we're saying, this is why we're saying, when you're pardoning bribes and different things, that's all Trump doing is bribing all of them. And they do another crime and make them look worse than they doing. Like, okay, you're a champion for convicts.
Yeah.
Well, he is one because he took the White House with 33 felonies on his back.
34.
34? Let's get some more of this, y'all. Let's speed this up. What you saying, Lysa?
91 indictments.
Oh, boy, 91 indictments. That means your man can't stay out of the courtroom.
Not at all.
So now he's getting revenge. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon an ass, and he returned into the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand.
So now what we also want to explain, that the book of Jasher explains that rod Moses had, because his father-in-law right here, Jethro, when Moses saved his daughter, Zipporah, from them herdsmen that was trying to push up on her and take her water from her, when she brought him, her father said, who was the man that said it? He said, there he is right there. And he said, oh, that's him. He looked like where he come from. And say, he on the run. I can tell he on the run. So we just gonna lock him up just in case. They locked Moses up for 12 years and forgot about it. His daddy said, he's still alive. I locked him up 12 years ago. So Moses actually did time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in another location. So this where we at right now. His father-in-law is finna give him his daughter because he got a child by him now. Let's get some more.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return to Egypt, See that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh.
Was language one of those wonders?
No, it was not.
Let's get some more.
Which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let thy people go.
And let's get this confusion straight. A lot of people teach that, well, Pharaoh couldn't do wrong. Y'all God ain't playing fair. He stopped him from saying, okay, harden up the heart when you read the scripture don't mean what you think it mean like that. He's saying, I'm going to make you what he's claiming to be.
That's right.
I'm going to make you a God to Pharaoh. That's what it's saying, Exodus 7:1-2. I'm going to make you a God to Pharaoh, but not to the children of Israel.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So when Pharaoh saw all his advisors, man, he ain't no God, he a slave.
Right.
He ain't no God. Pharaoh, if I was you, I wouldn't listen to that foolishness. You God.
Right.
And his heart was hardened by advice.
Who challenged Pharaoh? Nobody.
Nobody. And you talking about this slave boy that was pulled out of river talking noise?
Yep.
He talking noise. Pharaoh, I know you ain't gonna bow to that. No, I sure ain't.
Right.
Tell him I ain't.
There you go. Right.
Let's get some more. And that's the hardening of the heart.
That's right.
When something is put from you, we call it today is you got to get your head bumped before you understand. What that mean, y'all? He got to bump his head before he gets some understanding. That means you got to take several licks that's equivalent to a knot across the head. You know that one where it's tender, a comb can't touch it? Hell, an ostrich feather have you hollering the King's Highway. Let's get some more. Slow up.
And thou shalt say, verse 22, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn.
Now y'all see this power. This is what we're talking about right here. These is actions. The name ain't mentioned no more. It's just telling you what this God gonna do. What I call him, whatever you may think his name is. We're gonna kill your firstborn son. And the book of Jasher actually says all of the Egyptians whose firstborn son had died already, it say dogs drug them up
and put them back on.
and drug them back to their front porch, the corpse. Yeah, Jasher, in the book of Jasher, yeah, you see that when Moses, right around 78th chapter, right in there, that when Moses go to Pharaoh and when he start putting the plagues on him. Also, it's plagues in here that we see, but we don't understand what it was, like the plague of, it's called a saloof. It's almost like a land octopus. If you want to know what this thing did, it said in there, when they boarded up their doors to try to keep stuff out, that saloof went through the roof and snatched stuff off. It's like a land octopus. The perfect example of it is, if y'all ever seen the movie called The Mist. You ever see The Mist, where these people had to lock themselves in it was turmoil outside, they locked themselves in this freezer? Well, that saloof came through the roof in that mist. And when you enter the book of Jasher, it's saying and explaining it the same way, because Hollywood don't have their own imagination. Right. They're just taking stuff out of the script. They just changed the name to The Mist. But it's a saloof, a land octopus, so to speak. Let's get some more.
Verse 24.
You going, sis?
That's it.
Okay.
Verse 24. And it came to pass by the way in the end that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me.
What did this mean? Who is verse 28? Who he sought to kill? The Lord met him and sought to kill him. The next thing we see is Zipporah taking a sharp stone cut. What sense does that make? What is happening here? Look, Moses got a hit on him because he didn't circumcise his firstborn son. How are you going to go tell Pharaoh what my name is and you're not following my rules of circumcising your son? Well, in the book of Jasher again, it tells you, Jethro, his father-in-law, said, go and do the Lord's business. Just leave the boy here with me. But I need to circumcise him. on the 8th day. You can do that when you come back. Just go on, don't take him out of all that drama at. So the Lord said he still disobeying me. He gonna listen to his father-in-law like this instead of me.
Right.
And he know what my name is.
Right.
He still disobeying me. He know what my name is. We all way into the 4th chapter, y'all. Y'all see this? He going back to his father-in-law. So we way past that. It was 2 years before Moses went back to Pharaoh and started running and telling them, you better let him go. That 2 years had passed. It wasn't the next day. So here he is being disobedient again. And you think this got something the way you pronounce a name. He know the name.
Right.
But what is his actions?
Contrary.
Let's get some more. So it'll let you know that Zipporah took a sharp stone on the way to the inn, and that was they had to stop at somewhere like the Holiday Inn. On the way to the inn, the Lord said, "Go kill Moses." He ain't gonna listen. He just ain't gonna listen. He ain't even circumcise that boy. What Pharaoh gonna do if he snatched his pamper off? You here trying to talk to me about your God, and you disobeying your God, and you know his name. Look at this boy. This boy got the blunt look.
Uh-oh.
It look like a fire chief cap around here.
The backwoods.
The boy look here, backwood blunt.
Stop it.
Yes, sir. Let's get some more.
Verse 26.
Yeah.
So he let him go.
Hold on. See, that's that quick wit of this boy. It don't be me, y'all telling y'all. I don't mean to let it just that quick wit. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
And just thank God Lieutenant ain't know.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 26.
Yeah.
So he let him go. Then he said, a bloody husband art thou because of thy circumcision.
Because of the circumcision is answering what the problem was. So this is what I want y'all to understand. Moses said his name is I am. Y'all can go through all of chapter 3 all y'all want. But we got 3 disobedient crimes already. By the man that know the name of God. That told y'all what it was and that y'all repeating it now. But yet y'all won't repeat these crimes right here that he's doing. To let the people know how power is in the name based off of obedience. Obedience over what?
Sacrifice.
Let's get some more.
And the Lord said to Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and he met him in the mount of Yahweh and kissed him. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded.
And all the what?
Signs which he had commanded.
Where do we keep seeing language problem here or issues, and he keeps saying signs and wonders? If the sign is you're going to be speaking my name fluently, if that's a sign, and when they hear you pronounce it, they shall be cleared of the tomfoolery. Who's that? That's somebody else. Yeah. They shall be cleared of the tomfoolery, and they will never sin again when they learn how to say Ahia. Well, Moses knew what it was, and he didn't stop bad behavior, did he?
Right.
And I'm talking about when you get a hit from on high, you in trouble. That angel came from on high to put Moses down. About what though? Was it language pronunciation or was it about disobedience? So now, can a woman circumcise a boy child? She can when it's life or death.
Oh, just like slaves.
Y'all, we're talking about the law. What's she gonna do? She said, you a bloody husband to me. Both you and the son was gonna be put down. Just like David and Bathsheba's son, that illegal son was put down before it could be circumcised. If it was a son, it was put down on the 7th day, not the 8th day. The word had been circumcised. No, we ain't gonna circumcise. We're gonna put a covenant on him, and this is how he came into existence. Lord say, no, this ain't his fault. So he comes to the kingdom. That's why David said, I should go to work to him. He can't come back here to me. But David said, I'm going where he at. Because he ain't had nothing to do with this. He didn't ask to come into this world through that process. Through that hot heat. Let's get some more. That's it, lifestyle. We don't say nothing.
Verse 29.
Yeah.
And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aaron spake all the words which the Most High had spoken unto Moses. And did the signs in the sight of the people.
What did he do in the sight of the people?
Did the signs in the sight of the people.
And we're just asking everybody that's chasing the name, what is the sign of how to pronounce or say the name? What's that sign, y'all? That's all we ask. Huh? Is it wilderness, West Bank? What is it? Wilderness. Go ahead, bro.
And the people believed.
And the people did what?
And the people believed.
What made them believe, Zed?
The signs.
Yo, this ain't hard, is it? But notice, you wouldn't have got out of chapter 3 with them. After they'd have run that I am and run that Ashai, then they're going to go through a bunch of other things and talking about the old English and the Celtic English and the pig Latin and who the bay, out of bay. Go ahead, bro.
And the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshiped.
So y'all see that clearly after they heard and he showed them the signs, they like, that is our God. Our God known for that. So y'all, what we want to do now is get into the Most High himself, how he explains who he is to his people and what his people is like, that what I'm going to give them. Israel is not the gospel. Israel carries the gospel. But there's men out there that teach that Israel is the gospel. You know you Israelite, that's a good thing to know. But it's a heavy responsibility to that, like we just seen Moses. Responsibility he just had for knowing the name of the Lord, but yet his responsibilities were lacking.
You don't really want to do it.
No, he didn't have what, Shalom, my be careful out there. He didn't have what that high school principal we had, Mr. John R. Spicer. He'd get on every morning. RCC. Responsibilities, choices, and consequences. Every single morning is what your walk was going to be in here. Responsible. Be in your classes on time. Not roaming the hallway. Choices. Did you do your homework? Nope. Soul Train watching. Try to do it on the way home, to school, on the bus, so no. Consequences. F for that test.
Or in school suspension.
Boy. Gym teacher tell me, hey, Tate, it's your cousin, William. I say, yeah, that's my cousin, Mr. Lord. What'd he do? He got an F last quarter. He got an F this quarter. He's going to get an F next quarter. Hell, he get a C if he just put on his gym clothes. You better tell him. You better tell him. I said, I'm going to tell him, Mr. Lacey. So he's telling him he could have even got a passing grade. Just put on shorts and a t-shirt for that few minutes. You won't even do that. You won't even get a C. Y'all, this is when we just disobedient and hard-headed. Knowing a name ain't gonna get it. Let's get some more.
You going to 6?
Yeah. Exodus 6th chapter now.
Exodus chapter 61.
Yeah.
Then the Most High said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I would do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, and said unto him, I am the Most High, and I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, by the name of Yahweh Almighty. But by my name Jehovah was I not known to them. So we see here that Moses never knew the name of Jehovah. Or Yohed. Moses never, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob didn't know that name. They knew him by a different name. So we see here that he's still explaining to them. They didn't know me by the God of your fathers didn't know this name I'm telling y'all now.
So it's been a switch. Wouldn't you think one would say, well, Lord, why won't you just tell us the name that they knew you by? Well, it's been figured out as El Shaddai. Well, why don't we just say El Shaddai as one of the type, but we still can't overlook this because this the Lord telling them, this the name I'm going by now. Right. So y'all see how the name change, but the behavior don't change. If he tell you that, if I give you a name change, the behavior gonna be exactly the same. The law won't change with a name change. No. The law will never change. The law is the truth of God, so it can't change. Let's get some more. No, that's all we had, 1 through 4. So now let's get where he expresses his.
Did he read 4?
Yeah. Did you read 4?
No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I have also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers.
So that's where we're going to get the land of Canaan back, and he's telling us, but they're going to know me by this name. Not by the name Ai and Jacob knew me by, but by this name.
But
that name has still got power.
All his names have power.
All of them got
all
power.
All those names are titles.
Yes, sir.
And you'll notice that his name or his title changes according to the context in which it's being used.
Yes, sir.
So if he's the God of war, then it's in the context of war.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. If he's the God, he's the jealous God, it's in the context of being jealous.
He said, my name is jealous. What are the actions come behind a jealous man? So you understand, but the law, what does the law say about a jealous man? There's no ransom you can give him. And, I don't want that Rolex.
And thou shalt have no other God before
me. And the only way you can have another God before him is not just saying Baal or Lord. You have to be doing what they require you to do. Now you got another God before you because you're following his rules, not the Lord's. If you never say his name and you follow the devil, that's who your God is. Mm-hmm. Whoever you serving to, that's who your master is. Let's get some more. You finished that?
Yeah.
Let's get that Isaiah 42. I tell you what, Zeb, did you get those last numbers for me for Yeshua 8:34-42 and Israel 34:78? And once again, because he say he named us, and this is before I go to this. Isaiah 42 and 43, because once he's talking about the people, I'm saying 41, did they have 41? 42, 43. So one, he's talking about the people and the Messiah, and the other, he's talking about himself, his power, so that we understand how to review him so that you may fear him. See, he don't want you to fear him because he can put a storm on you. He wants you to fear that storm is headed to somebody who has not repented. You know, and that could be a cousin. That could be a grandmama. That could be an auntie, and the storm is heading that way, y'all. Y'all, they have no power, contrary to belief, that they can invent a heart system. All they're doing is playing with demons. Demons can do what's called dust. What do you call them, tornadoes? Them little bitty ones. Dust devil. They can stir them up. They can rumble some clouds and cause a mudslide over here. And this is why I'm saying that, because the Messiah, when the disciples thought they was finna drown because of a storm, it was rocking the boat. It was filling up with water, and the Messiah was asleep like, boy, he was on a Serta sofa sleeper. And they hollered, please wake up, we about to die. He got up and he said he rebuked the storm. I want you to understand the difference in a storm over them that's sent by the Most High, somebody else, or Satan is playing with them trying to lessen their faith. He rebuked it. He said, stop, and laid back down. And they looking like, what manner of man is this? Do you think that Yehoshua, any of the names or the titles of the Messiah had anything thought came to their mind about how to pronounce his name versus seeing a storm that's got the boat rocking like this, then all of a sudden it dissipates and sunny blue skies come out? Right. You think that they thinking about it was pronunciation? No. Or did they look and say, what manner of man is this that controls storms? Mm-hmm. He just told a storm to cut it out.
Yeah, and it did.
And he obeyed.
What is we chasing pronunciation for, Elisha?
He obeyed.
We better look at this power and know Satan can't
Well,
do
now-
that.
Well, if that's the case, then what is the name that the elements are calling?
No,
Because they obey.
they obey.
Obeyed.
What name do they call him by?
What is the names that they give to him?
And not only that, it say they speak his voice.
And not only that, if you look up,
Who know the name? Not because they're like, who know the language of thunder? How do you decipher thunder when it pops? Because he say that's when he speak to somebody. When thunder hit, he say that's my
That's his
voice.
voice.
So explain that to us. Tell us how to pronounce thunder. You know what happened when thunder hit and you won't go out inside and you still out there on the back playing dominoes and they told you it's finna get bad. I said, I come in, no, I'm about to get 3 houses here. I done told them they messing with big six. That's what they call me. Big six round here. And then he go to slam it in, lightning, boom, that domino will fly. Pew!
now you start packing up everything. All right.
The Lord has spoken. Get in the house.
Yes, sir.
Get in the house. Do you need an interpreter for that?
No, sir.
Did they need a linguistic master to show up with a bow tie on and a briefcase? That was the thunder of the Lord, and it's pronounced thunder. Say it with me, thunder, and then he disappeared. Yeah, sometimes we just choose to believe a lie. No. RCC, responsibility, choices, and consequences for your behavior, not for your speech unless your speech is bad behavior. Let's get some more of this.
You said Yeshua 34:42. I
Is
ain't
it?
finding that. I see the
Hold
24:24.
Okay, run that. See if you got 34:42. You gotta run what you got. What about 34:78?
I got that.
What it say?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
What's the number? Repeat the number.
It says he saves.
Repeat the number.
34:42.
Uh-huh.
It says he saves is precisely what Yahshua means.
What it mean?
It says he saves.
He saves. That's what it means, y'all. He saves. Then he's got to, if that's his title, then he gonna prove that to us, that he saves. I'm a deliverer, y'all. I'm gonna prove that to y'all. Other than that, it's just lip service, ain't it?
That's right.
What the other one say? 34:78. Israel, that was the Messiah. And that's what his name is in Hebrew. He saves. That's the title. He
Yes.
saves. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Israel, Yisrael.
Uh-huh.
God prevails.
What does Israel mean?
God prevails.
That's why in Genesis 30, when his name was changed, it said you have prevailed against God and man. Your name gonna be changed to Israel. Israel prevails. Do it make sense now, y'all? But all that was based off of what? Obedience and action, wasn't it? That angel just didn't come down and say it again.
Because if you actually
Prevails.
if you just Google could be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Yes, sir.
Just Google names of God.
Yep.
And it will run a whole gamut of list of different names and titles that apply to them that mean something different according to each name.
Right.
El Shaddai is one meaning.
Yes, sir.
El Elyon is
Yes, sir.
another meaning.
Yes, sir.
Elkanah
Mighty
is another.
name. Yes, sir. Elohim.
Elohim is another. Jehovah Eli.
Yes, sir.
The list goes on. So
On
which
and on.
name are you referring to?
Right.
I got a poster with about 20 different names
Yeah.
and the scripts that go with the
Yes,
names.
sir. I remember that post. I thought, I knew one of y'all had that. But you used to have that hanging in the living room.
Yeah, it's still in there.
How many names they got for the Messiah?
At least 20.
At least
Well,
20
the Messiah is more than that.
Yeah.
For the Messiah is
When you
more
talk
than that.
about the Messiah, they talk
Yeah,
about,
that would be more than that.
oh, we can't call him Jesus. Well, no one calls him Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so Emmanuel tampered with? Because it show say that in the Old Testament and the New
And
Testament.
the new.
So how long we gonna play this game, y'all? How long we gonna play with pronunciation and I got a speech impediment? It's this dude out
That
there.
means Moses talked like old boy in Harlem Nights. boxer.
The boxer, yes sir, yes
Remember
sir,
how,
yes sir.
how Richard Pryor had to wait for him to
Yeah.
finish, and he'll finish it for him. Sometimes
Yeah.
he was slow.
I understand now.
Yeah, yes sir. Yes sir, even the police mocked him. But it's a dude out there on YouTube, this white dude, he called himself Mumbles, or sometime he the psst dude. He just walk around like this with a Coogee on and some Levi's. And he got it from Hebrews, and he just go around the places and he like ask questions like about cars, and they be like, well, it's 1995 or whatever it may be. It got $100,000. And they be looking like, what? And he walk off, but then he do mumbles. He'll go in Home Depot and you see somebody standing like the plumber saying, you blah, 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 and blah, 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 and they look at him like, what the hell is he saying? Pipe wrench. That's the only last part you hear. And they're like, oh, okay, I think pipe wrenches are over there. So y'all, if it comes down to deaf mute, they're excluding the deaf and dumb who can't hear how to pronounce it. If you can't hear, how you gonna pronounce the name? If you can't hear, they exclude people in their teaching and doctrine. They exclude them just like their flea doctrine excludes the people that's in a free case in the penitentiary. You see here, right here, Moses went to Pharaoh, everybody had to come out. Open the prisons up to, if you leave one in jail, it ain't gonna go well for you, Pharaoh. Pharaoh said, all of y'all get out of here. Open them jails up. Open the halfway house up. All of y'all got to get the hell out of here. David didn't want to go, but he left. But his mind was on, I'm just saying, oh, okay, this the new thing now, because he would switch up like that. He was a mutt Israelite.
Right.
Whoever was winning, he said, I'm on your side. Canaanites, Amorites, he didn't care. Whoever running the world, I'm on your side. He was like a Jesse Lee Peterson.
Oh,
He was like a Tim Scott. What's that other boy out of L.A.? Talk fast with the smooth lip. Larry Elders. He was. What is the name going to do for them about the God of Israel? And they didn't express allegiance to Donald Trump. Let's get some more.
You going to Isaiah?
Yes, sir. 42.
Yeah.
And y'all, what we're going to do here is now it's time to understand if we say that name, we got to come with some power. You think you can just go to Pharaoh and just say something to him and he gonna I tell you what, I probably meant to do 41. Look, so I wanted to do chapter 4. We're going to do chapter 41. 42 is about the Messiah. Chapter 42 is about the Messiah. So it's in this order, y'all. It's like the Messiah expressing himself, the Father of his power, and then he explains the Messiah, and then he explains Israel delivers in 43. So he's always keeping things in order. The Father, then the Messiah, and then Israel. It's always going to be like that. So it's without excuse, Old and New Testament, our intercessor, our high priest, ain't never counted out. The only way they get rid of him is to verse teach you. Or to tell you his name means pig horse, or whatever the name is. See, they just throwing things at you and hope that shake your spirit. And then you be scared to look it up. Go on, look it up, pig horse. I ain't got to look it up. Why not? Look it up. Just like when that same group tell you that when we teach the virgin birth, they say that's the Immaculate Conception that the Catholics teach. See, that lets us know you ain't even done your study. The Immaculate Conception is about Mary without sin. They teach that the woman has the power. You don't say 10 Hail Jesus, do you, when you say it? What you say? Go say 10 what?
Hail Mary.
And our script say, if father, brother, or mother don't adhere to this, they can't be a disciple. If you don't hate your mother, your father, or your brother more than me, you can't be my disciple. What is they talking about? She was without sin. She offered turtle doves when the Messiah was born. She wasn't without sin. Actually, they're labeling her with a sin. That's why Joseph was going to put her away. Because the heat on her. But ain't nothing in this script say go to your mother. They told him your mother and your brother outside. They won't speak. He said, who is what?
My mother. Who is my
Who did
brother?
he say was his mother and brother?
Those
that do what?
The word of the Most High.
That's my mother and my brother. So don't bring us that doctrine and you misunderstood and we just be thinking about it, scared to death to go look it up. Just like we look up Baal, yeah, it means Lord. So does Lord mean in Hebrew what it means? Yes, but the body of work gonna show which one you chasing.
That's all, man.
Let's get some more of this. What you got? You had some over there too by chapter 41.
Yeah, Luke 11, chapter 11, and verse 27, it says, and it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
Yes, sir.
But he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it.
Y'all see that? That said, look, and they let it be known that this your birth mother.
Right.
The paps that you have sucked. Your breastfeeding. He said, that all sounds good, but that's flesh work.
Right.
Commandment is spiritual work.
That's what it's right. All the boys.
Look, my mama needs the Lord.
Right. That's right.
It's judgment day for her too. It don't change because she your mama.
Right.
Let's get some more of this. 41. For time's sake, we're going to speed it up just a bit. Y'all read 1 through 18. We're going to pick it up. Y'all read 1 through 13. We're going to pick it up at 14. Isaiah 41:14. And this is something to let us know once again how he looks at us.
Yes, sir.
You know, when he gets started. So that lets us know don't put no man up above you. Because of how he looks at us at this point. Let's get it. 41:14, Isaiah.
Isaiah 41:14.
Uh-huh.
Fear not, thou worm Jacob.
Thou what?
Worm Jacob,
Uh-huh.
and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Most High, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
So he said, I'm going to help you, thy worm, meaning that you're incorruptible flesh. The worm's going to have mastery of this flesh. I don't care how you try to save it. I don't care how much plastic surgery you do. I don't care what you chew on. The death angel is waiting.
Yes, sir.
And when that well-preserved flesh, even if you're 110, the worm's going to get busy. And they're going to be chewing on this flesh, boy. Like it's the most delicious meal ever existed on earth, chewing on you. And you promoting this flesh. If somebody open that casket up right when them worms doing their business license like that, the Golden Corral, and some of them, 10 of them eating out your eyeballs, you will hurry up and close that casket up. Thou worm, you need help. What you got, Imam?
You know, it's something that you said that, because I was speaking with someone today, and I mentioned to them that my grandmother, when she passed at 105. However, when she passed, she didn't have any issues. She just wanted to go to sleep.
Right,
And she said she was happy.
right.
So she gave up. She didn't have any issues with her body.
But she wanted out.
She wanted out.
So because the soul was starting to dominate, her flesh was at the point, reflexes was gone, all of the youth was gone. So at that point, you know, you're able still to eat, you sitting around, but you know the activity that everybody, ain't no volleyball for me at 105. Y'all bring Big Mama out here. Put her right on the line where the chief spiker at. She know how to spike.
Better not spike Big Mama.
It'd be like Martin hit that softball and hit his mom in the forehead on Roscoe Brown. Rocco Jenkins, yeah. Let's get some more, y'all. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
15.
Yeah.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth.
Yeah.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Most High, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. When the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Most High, will hear them. I, the Elohim of Israel, will not forsake them.
He ain't got to say no more about what his name is. He's telling you when the condition face this starvation, when that tongue is dry as this weather we had last month.
Right.
He said, I'll deliver the water to them. Who else gonna do that? Gods have been calling on their God, but he ain't delivering no water to them.
Nope.
Let's get some more.
I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittim tree, and the myrtle, and the olive oil tree. And I will set in the desert the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree together.
So all of these are trees of, I would say, significance or something. This is why he's using them. They're the best trees. He said, I'll put them in the wilderness. See, the wilderness is an uninhabited or maintained location of ground. That's why it's called the wilderness. Everything just grows wild. You know, like how the Pruitt-Igoe was after they tore it down, how it looked at, that area is a wilderness now.
Without the providence of Elohim.
Yes, sir. So what he's saying, I'll bring life into that space for you to let you know I'm God. We ain't talking about no name here. We're talking about power. To turn a dry land inhabited by snakes to a pleasant ground for you till we get to the other side. Y'all, like now, we hear every day St. Louis is at its worst. It's on the top 10 of the worst cities in America, but yet we ain't got nothing to tell y'all about other than when we read it in the paper because there's a hedge around this. We don't see it, we know it's there, but we ain't involved with it. What we involved in is dying flesh, like we was warned. That's what we pray for, our sick and shut in.
That's right.
Y'all, we ask the Most High to keep the devil off our children, that they may know thee. But no, other than that, and that's a power we have to trust in. It ain't no name that you can say, gonna pull that. We have to call back and tell him as you did David when he fell off. Or as you did unto Abraham, thy servant, and how you saved his children. Lord, save us and my children. But you got to give him an example to let him know you've been reading the scripts. Or you think you can just say a name. Ahia, Jimmy's in college. And that's it. Let's get some. Go ahead, bro.
That's bad, bro. Oh, man.
No, he got that hedge around us, y'all. We don't see that stuff. We ain't involved with it.
Right. Verse 20.
Yeah.
That they may see.
That they may what?
See.
Uh-huh.
And know.
Uh-huh.
And consider.
Uh-huh.
And understand together.
Uh-huh.
That the hand of the Most High hath done this. And the Holy One of Israel hath created.
Y'all see this, what he wants us to do, this power. He wants you to know who did all of this. Just not, it's more than knowing the name. You got to be able to stand on it and represent that he gonna have your back.
Right.
How are you fleeing the land he told you? Don't worry about that.
Right.
Just like Egypt, I'm gonna come and get y'all. What y'all running for?
Right.
He said, I tell you what, wherever you run to, I believe it's it's Isaiah 49
Oh, where you say I deliver you from there?
no, or it could be Isaiah 42 or 49, where he say, if you run from the sword of Babylon, the death angel gonna chase you there. You ain't getting away from it. The chains of Deuteronomy run to the four corners of planet Earth. Where you gonna run and that chain gonna snap? You gonna be just like a dog on a chain that still ain't figured out he only got 10 feet to take off running, chasing somebody before that chain snatch him and he be back like this and barking on his back. No, you ain't getting away from Deuteronomy 28. You ain't gonna escape it going nowhere.
No salvation by location.
There ain't no salvation by location. Get some more of that, bro. We gotta get caught up. Go ahead.
Produce your cause.
Do what?
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Produce your cause.
Ain't that an action?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bring forth your strong reasons, says the King of Jacob.
Yeah.
Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things, what they be,
Right.
that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us the things for to come.
So if you can't show us the past, the present, or the future,
Right.
you ain't God. I don't care what name you saying. We need to see what you talking about so we can acknowledge who you talking about and give him reverence.
Right.
If you don't say the name, there'll be no reference for you. And everything is just based on how you pronounce that. So they dressed all up and good evening. Oh man, blessed be Yahweh Shai. What do that mean?
I got a second witness to that.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 21.
Yeah.
Tell ye, and bring them near. Yeah, let them take counsel together. Who had declared this from the ancient time?
Yeah.
Who had told it from that time?
Yeah.
Have not I the Lord?
Yeah.
And there is no God else beside me. A just God and a Savior. There is none beside me.
So that's clear, y'all. And he's saying a Savior. So there have to be works he's done related to his name. So when you learn the name, you got to learn his works so that you can tell the people so they know what you're talking about. And then they'll never have to say, oh, Lord means Baal. Right now, we done went through many lords in the Old Testament. And if you're talking about it being in the New Testament, talking about the Greek, we in trouble here in the Old Testament. The whole book is tampered with at this point. What are we going to do about Lord in the Old Testament? You got to go find a Lord-free Bible, don't you? Let's get some more of this up. Let's speed this up. Go ahead.
You going somewhere else to finish?
Where you at, 41? Yeah, go run that out. Run that out. You at 22? Yeah.
23.
Show the thing. No, I'm at 24.
Yeah.
Behold, ye are of nothing, and your work of naught.
And your what?
Work of naught.
What is work, y'all? See, that's what it is. That's what it's come down to. There have to be some elbows moving. There must be some action. Love is an action word.
Yeah.
Love ain't no feeling word. Let's get some more.
And an abomination is he that chooseth you.
Uh-huh.
I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come. From the rising of the sun shall he call upon my name. And he shall come upon princes as upon mortar, and as the potter treaded clay. Who have declared from the beginning that we may know it, and before time that we may say, he is righteous. Yeah, there is none that showed it. Yeah, there is none that declared it. Yeah, there is none that heareth your word.
Yes, sir.
The first shall say to Zion, behold, behold them, and I will give to Jerusalem one that bringeth good tidings. For I beheld, and there was no man, even among them, and there was no counselor, that when I asked of them could answer a word. Behold, they are all vanity. Their works are nothing. Their molten images are wind and confusion.
Wind and confusion. That's like if you on the elevator and someone let loose a siren. There's confusion. There's wind and confusion.
That's a Dutch elevator.
Yes. You can't get out. I tell you what, let's read that 42, y'all. Read that 42, 1 through 11. So now he's going to say who his servant is. This killed non-messianics who try to say that Israel is his firstborn. They get rid of Messiah. But what we're going to read here is going to be impossible for the children to do, the 12 tribes to do. It's going to have to be an intercessor when we continue to read, because we won't be put in this position. So we're going to see that. Not only that, when we get to verse 8, it's going to clear up what the Muslims try to always say. Well, you know, your Isaiah 42:8 say, hold on, where it say, let me see. I the Lord, okay, I not get my, verse 8. That's what they'll try to run to you. So who this talking about? Who this talking about? So you making Yeshua an idol?
But you know, that's what they say. A lot of them are saying it.
Yeah,
Y'all in idolatry. Y'all worship Jesus Christ. That's an idol.
You know, and look, and when you ask them about Nehushtan in the wilderness, they ain't got a clue what that is. That would be closer to idol worship than talking about the Messiah.
Right.
Because he told you to look into a serpent. If you get bit, just look at it. And the plague will go away from you. So is that idol worship? You're looking at a brazen staff. But it wasn't that. It was just the obedience. Go look at that. Because what they were doing while the serpent was biting them was because of disobedience. So I'm going to make what's tormenting y'all. So go look in Nehushtan. But then John 3:13 tell us the Messiah going to be lifted up the same way like Nehushtan was. And when we look to him, our plagues and sins would stop. Just like you did in the wilderness. But there's one greater than the wilderness, greater than Nehushtan. They started worshiping Nehushtan in 1 Kings that Hezekiah had to get rid of it, ground it up.
Standard.
But the Messiah we had to look to in the same manner that he would get rid of the sacrifice he made for us on that cross. He shouldn't be up there. We should be up there. We know we should be up there. Should be up there this morning. Getting handled for our faults.
But see, just like the time, what was plaguing us, what we was being disobedient, and he used to, as a symbol of reversing it.
Yeah.
It's the same with Christ, because we went against him.
Yeah. Even coming down the mountain, that golden calf that was made, that was ground to powder, and we was made to drink it.
Right.
Drink what y'all like.
Drink your sin.
Drink your sin. This what you want inside of you anyway.
Well, that's why we in America, or driven to the four corners of the
Yes,
world.
sir.
To be supervised or overrun by our own sins.
Yes,
the
sir.
people who run those countries, we're looking at our sins.
Yes, sir. America is the mirror image of what we were doing in the homeland. Taking bribes, killing our brothers. So we get to see a mirror image because I repay you back to your face. And since Judah was more treacherous than any of the other 12 tribes, that's why they were sent here to this iron furnace. And then they escaped to the four corners. And that's why we're on the four corners now. But this iron furnace was because we did worse than the 10 tribes. He said treacherous Judah.
And treachery is
Look it up.
is punished by death.
Yes, sir. Let's look up treacherous.
Betrayal, man.
And so he sent
That means
us
I can't trust
to,
you.
I'm going to send you to a people who you can't trust because that's what y'all deserve.
Right.
Americans were the ones let out of Britain prison.
Yes.
They emptied the prison of all the people they couldn't trust. Y'all go over there. You see the Indian, they couldn't trust them. They like, look, we here to smoke some of that peace pipe with you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do nothing to you, but they finger like this behind their back.
Right.
Shit, what Trump just tell him?
Boy.
I ain't gonna touch the White House.
Yeah, destroyed it, ain't he? Yeah. Boy, they say, how you know Trump lying? Every time his lips move. Go ahead, bro.
Treacherous.
Yeah.
Likely to betray. Unreliable.
What?
Unreliable. Providing insecure footing or support. Marked by hidden dangers, hazards, or perils.
So, treachery.
Hidden agendas.
Judah was treacherous. Let's get some more of this. Y'all, we ain't just pounding Israel out. What we pounding out is what got Israel into trouble, so you do good in the land you in.
Right.
And you fight against what got you there. Just cause we here don't mean we have to do what they did.
Right.
But it's gonna come a time the elders eat sour grapes and the children's teeth are on edge. That's gonna be over. We ain't gonna have to go do time for what they did. But the Most High punishing generations, so we had to be born into it.
Right.
Let's get some more.
Brother Daniel,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't that what they're saying now with the law? Well, they said one time, they said, whatever your children do, the parents are gonna have to pay the consequences for that.
Well, right, until they get of a certain age.
Isn't that the same as what you just said, the parents?
Well, that could be good or bad, but the parents, like back in the day when they couldn't deal with an unruly child, they took them to the elders and to the Levites and the priests, and they would make judgment on that child. And they like, he's a thief and a robber, ain't nothing we can get him to do to stop. They say, okay, we got a way to stop it.
Right.
Yeah, we'll cut his hands off. And then the only thing he can do is work at Krispy Kreme and just hold blades like this. Hands gone, boy, look. Can't sit at the dinner table, ain't gonna pass nothing. They know how to fix them hands that keep like to take stuff that ain't there. They will cut it off. Them foreign lands cut off your right hand because that's where you pass food at the table.
Yeah.
But they want to mess with your left hand because you wipe with that. And a lot of times they wipe with their hand because they don't use toilet tissue. So if your right hand get cut off, you can't be sitting at the table. Pass me a few of them Hawaiian rolls over there, man. Then pass me a few of them wings. Not with your left hand, you ain't.
Give him the tongs.
Boy, give him the tongs, right? Go ahead. Let's get this 42, 1 through 11.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 1. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles.
Now, some who don't want to believe none mess around and say, see, that's right there, they're talking about the children of Israel. We're going to bring forth knowledge to who? And we disobedient.
Right.
He said, mine elect. Let's get some more.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth.
Right.
He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the isles shall wait for his law.
You think this talking about Israel? You think this talking about us here in this room, that we would be established with that, and we chasing a name, and we in this land for disobedience? What isles of the Gentiles we gonna show the right way, unless we get right?
Right.
Let's read some more. It's gonna clear it up.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Thus saith Yahweh the Master.
Yes, sir.
He that created the heavens and stretched them out.
Right.
He that spread forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it. He that giveth breath unto the people upon it, and spirit to them that walk therein.
Yes.
I, the Most High, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Most High. That is my name.
What did he say his name was?
The Most High.
Yeah.
That is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images.
So y'all read the rest of that, and y'all clearly understand he's talking about the Messiah here, and what he's saying is, that's who I'm not going to give my glory to. It won't be nobody but the Messiah. Because the Messiah said, give me back the what? The glory I had before the world was. He's the Father's glory. He represented him perfectly. Never disrespected his name. Never said his name to the disciples.
Right.
He only said, that's my Father. And his Father only called him Son. He didn't have us chasing no language or nothing. He just said, keep the commandments.
That's it.
You ain't got to say no name if you keep the commandments. The name is known by you keeping the commandments.
That's right.
You shout out, I know the name, and then they catch you stealing somebody's lunch at work. And you hear them cussing in the cafeteria. I know damn well they ain't did it again. They took my tuna and egg sandwich again. And you sitting up there smelling like fish all around your mustache. That's a shame. Yahweh gonna get it. Boy, it's crazy talk. Go ahead, man. Lunch stealing, no good.
Where you want to go to 43?
43, yes, sir.
We're reading in the book of Isaiah, chapter 43 and verse 1.
Y'all make sure y'all read all that 42 on that.
It reads, but now thus saith the Most High that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine.
So when we just read what Israel's name was, in 34:78, what did it say? It says, he that what? That prevail. That's what he named us, he that prevail. But we got individual names. If we want to give our Hebrew name like Jeremiah mean this, like Ezekiel mean that, they have their own title for their names that you're chosen, which it means this. But this right here is telling you, this is the name I'm knowing them by. Obedience.
Right.
That's how I know if you believe me. You'll do what I say. And then you won't have to get the okay. That's where as soon as you walk in the house, she got that strap already out. Don't ask no questions. Just start wailing. Why do you holler okay? Okay! Okay!
Enough.
Look, you're hollering okay because you know what she putting them licks on you about. And you're saying, okay, I get it now.
Right.
Can you please stop?
Right.
She said, not to the small part of your back, right where it reach your rear end. It's hot, like if you got that shower water on too hot and let it hit, you got to run to the other end of the tub. Not until you feel that, I'm going to understand you're okay. You got to feel the fire. Let's get some more.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
When thou passest through the water, I will be with thee.
Yeah.
And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned. Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
See, so when we talk about our God, whatever name we call him, we got to go back and see, okay, that fire, Abraham, Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro went in the fire. They were passed over. We went through the Red Sea, wasn't it?
Right.
So we got everything we could call back on for our God when we know his name. But if we ask you what he done and you just know the name, all you know is like a kindergartner that knows ABCs, but when you say point out a F and they don't know it. A, B, C, D, won't you sing with good, Junior? Now point a F on that chest. I don't know what F is, I just know the song. So all they know is how to say, yeah. That's all they know, but they don't know the song.
I got a second witness today.
Go ahead, bro.
Psalm 66, verse 12.
What it say?
Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through the fire and through the water, but thou broughtest us out unto a wealthy place.
Y'all, we coming through this fire here in the valley of death. We coming through this fire, y'all, if we believe. He done told us, look, I'm going to send some signs so y'all may see to get y'all in check. But the signs ain't going to be for you to look for a new Messiah. The only sign Messiah gave was like Jonah. You're going to be in there for 3 days, then like me, I'm compared to I'm a resurrect. I'm going to come out and y'all going to be saved just like Jonah was. See, when you read the book of Jonah, Jonah was thrown on an island with no sunshine. Then all of a sudden, shade just sprung up from leaves and covered him up. He's like, wait a minute there. First, he's living in the belly of a whale and it's got an apartment already in it. He watching cable. Look, because it said he prepared a whale. It wasn't just a regular, come on now, you believe a whale can swallow. If it's prepared to. And he's sitting in that well chilling. Wasn't no slime on him when they saw. He didn't say, I'll wipe the slime off that was gooey.
You know, in the book of Josephus, explaining.
What did it explain, Iman?
It explains, who was there, old scripture, I remember reading that, and it said he just came right on out doing what he had to do. What was that?
When you say he came right out, what do you mean? What work did he do?
Come on.
In the book of Job.
Him coming out of the whale's mouth.
Huh?
Yeah,
When he came out of the whale's mouth.
right.
Oh, out of the whale's mouth. Oh, yeah. He talked about, everybody go back to those examples. Yeah, everybody tell you about that so that we have faith and trust. We got an example. Y'all understand? So that people don't fear, but they believe. Man, it happened for them. It's testimony of that. Let's get some more, y'all. Let's get caught up. We ain't got but a few minutes.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
For I am the Most High thy Elohim, the Holy One of Israel.
Yes, sir.
Thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. Since thou wast precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life. Fear not.
Do what?
Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west.
Yes, sir.
I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
Yes, sir.
Even every one that is called by my name, I have created him for my glory. I have formed him.
Yeah.
I have made him.
So we see once again, those that are called by his name understand what he's done for us. And that's what we promote. See, when somebody say any name to us, oh, you talking about the mighty Redeemer, the one that came and got us out of Egypt. Yeah. See, you can just keep running them at it. Oh, yeah, his name is what? I say, I don't know what name you talking about. But are you speaking of the one that delivered us from the captivities mentioned in Lamentations 5, all the people we serve? That's who you're talking about? Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. That's what it's going to come down to. You ain't got to say no name. What I'm doing is give you some examples to see who you talking about. Run this. You talking about the deliverer of Egypt that came and got us. That's who you speaking of when you say that name or how you, yeah, bro, okay. So you talking about the one that gave us the laws on Mount Sinai after the order of Aaron. And then we received the commandments that was given to Adam. And from the high priest Melchizedek, the Messiah. That's who you're speaking of. That's when you say his name. That's who you're talking about. See, that's what we're going to run. We're going to run history to make sure we know if you know that name. You tell me. Because y'all ain't running no history. You running a lesson.
Right.
You're running a curriculum that they read. And see, the E was never in the alphabet. And the B, well, what the hell has that got to do when I'm going to send you to a nation that's going to be a language you don't understand? How you going to then worship the Father? Unless you get a handle on that language and the behavior you still got to have after you learn that new language. Or we're going to keep spinning our wheel. It's Yahweh. It's Jehovah. It's the, and they say, see up there, he's sitting up there mocking with his short ass. See, hey,
somebody must say that.
They say shit. Yeah, all the 2 foot and nothing. How the hell he have on some high waters? He need to pull his shoes up. Yeah, let's get some more of this, y'all. Let's get some more of this, bro.
We're in verse 8.
Yeah.
Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears.
So how we going to do that and they can't pronounce the name? Right. And they in this position. Y'all see, it's handicap doctrine. It's doctrine that don't allow you to elevate, you know, to come to a more perfect understanding because you have a deficiency. So what do we do about that? How do we get to sign language? And have y'all ever seen them explain sign language and spell it higher in sign language? I'm just asking. I don't know if it's out there. But have anyone took the time to do that for the deaf and the blind? Mm-hmm. Or are they just thinking about themselves? That's selfish doctrine.
Yeah, how do you give them the correct pronunciation?
Yeah. You keep on making them grunt sounds like you an animal. I told you to say it higher, and they can't hear it. You cut out that monkey talk. Boy, it's ridiculous.
Not that monkey.
Don't say nothing else to me. Full of monkey business. Let's go. The hell with it. Let's get some more of this, y'all.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things?
And show us what?
Former things. Let them bring forth their witness, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is true.
Yes, sir.
Ye are my witnesses, saith the Most High, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no Elohim formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am the Most High.
Uh-huh.
And beside me there is no Savior.
So you have a lot of non-messianics run to this, but then when you ask about Daniel 7 and 9, they're like, uh-oh, Daniel probably was tripping.
Right.
Yeah, he probably had smoked something in Babylon. He was misunderstood. No. It's times when the Messiah speaks, and it's times when the Father speaks, but the Father is speaking through the Messiah. The Father ain't never got off his throne and he got all these subjects. What do he look like coming and doing the work?
Right.
What you look like running a corporation and you down there in the thickets? And you the sovereign ruler. That's what I'm talking about. No, he ain't putting nobody. Earth is his footstool.
That's right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
I have declared and have said, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Most High, that I am Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let?
Yes, sir.
Thus saith the Most High, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
And did he see your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, like Elijah was saying? He gives us new titles for his name based on the condition that we're in. Deliverer, Redeemer, that's from captivity. Power, majesty, when we at home, when the names he had for Solomon when all nations was coming up was a different name, so to speak. Just like he said, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob didn't know me by Jehovah. There's going to be a different deal here. They're going to know me by this because Jehovah going to be he that saved. From that perspective, for this time period. So, y'all going to know a new name, which is going to be the same name because I changed, not because the laws don't change.
Because he said, I come in the volume of the book.
In the volume of
written
the book.
of me.
It is written of me, y'all. What are we going to do about that?
Right.
The volume there, that means complete.
Right.
All chapters and verses. Everything is about the Messiah, the first creation of all creation.
Right, and these names are just titles now.
I don't know why that's so hard to understand, but it
The
makes
word.
it almost a law, and if you don't pronounce it right, then the hell with you. You're into monkey business. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
Thus saith the Most High, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
That's him.
For your sake I have sent to Babylon, and have brought down all their nobles and the Chaldeans, whose cry is in this ship.
Yes, sir.
I am the Most High, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King.
So y'all see how he keep establishing that? That's what we need to hear from somebody when they talking about the name. Run what his power is, so that we may know him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
Thus saith the Most High, which maketh a way in the sea, and a path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together, they shall not rise, they are extinct, they are quenched as tow. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old.
Y'all see how he keep telling us to go back and see have I ever failed y'all.
Right. Yes.
And we have to explain he never failed us because the example is going to be the mighty works that he's done. That's what we calling on. That's how we telling what God he is. That's what all the nations did. Y'all heard what he did to Egypt.
Right.
Y'all heard what he did to Egypt. They know. But they talking about what did he do to Egypt? He told his people his real name. Is that what they talking about? He sure told them.
Why he didn't give him the new name then?
He gonna say he gonna tell them, but
Oh, he gonna tell him. Oh, okay.
he showed them their name. He didn't have to say nothing else. Pharaoh say, I know it too. Ain't none of that in there. Power and majesty. And Psalm 83. Make them afraid of thy storms. Not afraid of thy name from the perspective of saying it, but by my power and my might, I'll shake the foundation. Pharaoh said, I don't know what name that is. Man, get away from here with that talk. Is he in the record? Some guy named Yahya. Look up in our record. We don't see him, King Pharaoh. We don't see him nowhere in our record. Get the hell out of here, Moses. What do you do after that? But say, okay, you want to play, do you? Well, it's playtime. It's recess. Here come the frogs. Here come the lice. Here come the power. And look, Pharaoh magician so arrogant in that we can do that. Make blood come. So now you doubling up the plague because your magician is putting the blood on your same people. It wasn't touching the children of Israel in Goshen. You done double up trying to, that's a hardened heart. You gonna cause more damage for your people than you, like they cut off SNAP. It ain't gonna hurt us more than it's gonna hurt the heathen. They on SNAP more than we are.
It's true.
They just put it out there like it's going to hurt us. See, that's the whole thing for us not to call on our power and say, Lord, you delivered us in the wilderness. Deliver us from the snap off.
Yes.
Deliver us that we may eat with a new snap of your finger and say, there quail is. There manna bread is.
Yes.
Snap us back into reality. That we don't chase this in fear that we finna get cut off for $200 a month for food stamp. Right now, $200 a month ain't gonna get a bag and a half of groceries today. Let's get some more of this. Let's finish this up. We got 15 minutes.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
Behold, I will do a new thing.
Uh-huh.
Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
Uh-huh.
The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, to give drink to my people, my chosen.
Yes, sir.
This people have I formed for myself.
Yes.
They shall show forth my praise. But thou hast not called upon me,
Uh-oh.
O Jacob. But thou hast been weary of me, O Israel.
Yes, sir.
Thou hast not brought me the small cattle of thy burnt offering.
Uh-huh.
Neither hast thou honored me with thy sacrifice.
Uh-huh.
I have not caused thee to serve with an offering, nor wearied thee with incense.
Do y'all see this work? This is what he's saying. Y'all ain't playing fair. All I do for y'all, that's all I ask for you. Give me the first bite of everything.
Yeah.
And y'all can't do this. You know my name. You know who I am. You know what I require.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing what you doing? Why you on that felony list? And on that felony list, anything on that felony list in Ezekiel 18, 1 Corinthians 6 and 9 that pertains to pronunciation of language
No.
that can't get into the kingdom? Let's get some more.
Verse 24.
Yeah.
Thou hast bought me no sweet cane with money,
Uh-huh.
neither hast thou filled me with the fat of thy sacrifice.
Uh-huh.
But thou hast made me to serve with thy sin.
Oh, made me to do what?
Serve with thy sin.
Uh-huh.
Thou hast wearied me with thine iniquity.
That's action. It's more, it's iniquities. That's plural, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
So that means multiple sins. So if you saying the name, that's only one sin. We still have to deal with these other iniquities. And that means practice sin. So even though you know the name, you're practicing sin because it's moved to iniquity. And then when iniquity is practiced to a level, then it's called wickedness and reprobate. That means the thought is evil continually. I mean, I don't care what you drive by, children's library.
Oh, Jesus.
At 12 noon, you say, I ought to just pull my pants and my drawers down and just stand in front of the library with them children right there. Constant wickedness off your mind. Look at that old lady. She waiting for the light to change. As soon as she get out there, I'm going to blow my car horn and scare the hell out of her. Thoughts of evil all the time. Let's get some more, y'all. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 25.
Yeah.
I, even I, am he that blotteth out thy transgressions for mine own sake,
Yeah.
and will not remember thy sin.
Uh-huh.
Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together.
Uh-huh.
Declare thou that thou mayest be justified. Thy first father hath sinned,
Oh.
and thy teachers have transgressed against
You
thee.
see, he say this, our first father, Adam, was a sinner.
Yeah.
Let's get some more.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
Therefore, I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary, and have given Jacob to the curse, and Israel to reproach.
It does any of this have anything to do with pronunciation?
No, sir.
I didn't see it anywhere.
See, and y'all, and this is what we talking about. Like we went through the Isaiah to start with the Father and tell him about his power. What he can do. I can tell you the past, I can tell you the future, and everybody still do it today because when the news come on, it's a biblical what?
Proportion.
They're like, the only way we can find this is the God of the Hebrews is back in there. They don't never say no name, do it. But we jump on the news at that point, don't we, Lisa?
Yes.
There it is. There it is. They said it was in the Red Sea. Right there, he said the Red Sea. They're talking about an action that happened. That lets us know it was our God. They didn't have to say no name.
Yeah.
You already said the name. The God of Israel the only one that did what you talking about. That can't be found in the Quran.
Nope. No other book.
Ain't no what we read. It was of Quranic proportions. Buddha proportions.
Book of the Dead.
It was of the Book of the Dead proportions that they saw.
They have no portion.
Right, they have no portion. You absolutely said. Y'all, where we at on this?
That's it on that.
Let's get that Sirach 41. And y'all, the only reason we'll continue to do, and Sirach or the Apocrypha is statutes and judgments. They let us know how a matter was judged and how to take it. Go on, Sid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shabbat shalom, sis.
Be careful out there. Where we at? Ecclesiastes 41 in the Apocrypha. We're going to start one, or we're going to pick it up. Yeah, Sirach. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to let us know these are simple things, y'all, just basic living. If you know his name, you shouldn't be caught up in this because you know what he required. Look, when you mess up your father or mother business, or you do something you ain't supposed to in class, you have ruined what?
Their name.
The what?
That's your name. That's right.
I mean, you ain't calling no other name, but what were you doing? Putting fart spray in the teacher's desk, and taps in their seat. Nurse was a fart sprayer in the teacher's seat. That teacher said, "Let's talk. Has someone lost their manners in here?" There's some boy.
I was a notorious seat tax.
Boy, you can put a whole pack of thumbtacks in there.
With it too.
Yes, sir. Let's get some more.
Sounds good.
Y'all ready?
Sirach chapter 41, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
O death, how bitter is the remembrance of thee to man, that liveth at rest in his possession, and to the man that hath nothing to vex him, and that hath prosperity in all things. Yea, unto him that is yet able to receive meat.
So it's saying, how bitter is death to a man that got everything? He got everything he ever wanted in life. But guess what? He can't buy the death angel off. Ecclesiastes 8:8 say there's no discharge in that war. When the father say, go get him, ain't nothing you can do to make him turn around. They tried everything with David. They say his feet is getting cold and it's moving up. Warm him up. Go get them special lambskin blankets. Go get them. They didn't work. Go get Abishag the Shulamite. That fine tender that's got everybody's eyes bucking. And let her minister to him. And she wasn't in there doing no hunching and grinding. He on his deathbed. It say that she may comfort him. Maybe he'll get a spark of life back in him. It says she ministered, and it says she was in there trying to work a man that's on his way to Sheol or death or hell. What we talking about, which is the grave. You gone, sis? You ain't going. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Thought he might have packed you up. I'll leave like that.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the knee.
What is that acceptable?
Death is acceptable is thy sentence unto the knee.
So the flip side of that is people can feel so bad and be downtrodden, they welcome death. I done took all I can take. I just can't take no more. Ain't nothing around here to eat. So at that point, I'm better off dead. But a living dog is what? Let's read some more.
And unto them, him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last days, and is vexed with all things. And to him that despaireth and hath lost patience.
And has lost what?
Patience. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and that come after. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh.
Ain't nothing we can do about that. Ain't nothing you could do to change that. That was a sentence handed down. If you sin, this is the sentence. It ain't gonna never change until you correct that. But I'm still gonna have to punish you, and I'll blot it off your record. But it's appointed. I ain't gonna never change my mind on this. And this is what the doctors is trying to teach. This is when these camps will come with reincarnation. They're trying to get out of this. Yep. Out of this and then the judgment. They want to come back and do foolishness 10 or 11 more times. I'm going to try to get it right, you know. I'm a stanky shin instead of stanky leg. Maybe that'll help.
Stanky shin.
Yeah, go ahead.
It still stink.
You still stink. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And why art thou against the pleasures of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave.
There is no what?
Inquisition in the grave. Whether thou have lived 10 or 100 or 1,000 years.
Most High don't care. You ain't gonna negotiate judgment day. There's no inquisition in the grave. Ain't nobody speaking for you. Right. And come on, we're gonna represent you at judgment day. Go ahead. Johnny Cochran is in the same position. You can't go get him. He's looking for help.
What about his ancestor talk? These people doing, huh?
Oh man, look, we're supposed to pray for our ancestors for their iniquities.
Right.
That we don't repeat them. But some ancestors floating in the outer space, what they doing up there? And what happens when you get there? What type of life do they live? I mean, if they so concerned with what you down there in every basketball game, why don't they just come back down here?
Right.
I need big mama. Like to
Save that.
You saw that triple double. Let's get some more.
Verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their prosperity shall be a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake.
So we're going to blame it on the Almighty. That is his fault.
Right.
Why we sin. He's like, no, y'all done put me into y'all sin.
Yeah.
Y'all blame me for y'all behavior. Right. Let's get some more.
No accountability.
No accountability. Go ahead.
Woe be to you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High, Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
Do y'all see how the law ain't never leaving from Genesis to Revelation? Because it's his truth. And the Messiah was the walking law. Never broke a law.
No.
Though he was tempted like we were as mankind, he overpowered that with the simple keeping of the commandments.
That's it.
Your adversary will get to going. Instead of you running from the devil, how about have him put on his track shoes? How about he get running so you can see how fast he can go? Now we know how fast he got through out of heaven, because it said when Michael throwed him out, he flew out of there like lightning.
Right.
And crashed to the earth. Like, get up out of here. Let's get some more.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High, Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
Talking about ill-gotten gain. Ain't know nothing about a retired drug dealer. And just like these increases these boys up on for this NBA Illegal gambling, Chauncey, Hall
Not
of Fame,
Chauncey.
Billups,
Not
and the
Chauncey.
other boys, but they say we got to be proven guilty. We innocent until proven guilty. They say a lot is set up. But what I'm finding hard is they ain't put up no pictures
Of the bomb.
Yeah, the mob, yeah.
or the mafia family.
the mafia
Not
ain't put it.
one picture lined up and say this is who they've been dealing with.
No, they just named the families, but you know how many people belong to them?
But go on to them family and they name 5 families.
Right. And them families ain't been named since the 70s.
Show us a picture of Joey Bag of Donuts.
Vic Vaseline.
Big Vaseline. We want to see him. We want to see who was throwing them loaded dice.
Them families don't run the mob no more. Them families long gone. It's ran by a whole new organization of mob families.
And that just lets you know once again, illegal gain that we just talking about here was our destruction. They sitting on millions. Chauncey done made over $100 million playing basketball. His net worth, they say, is $40 million now. He making $4 million a year coaching. Been coaching for the last 4 years. What does he need with $50,000
Right.
cheating? If he done that,
That's
he may be clear of it, and the mafia is behind the scenes. But y'all ain't showing who they are.
No. And see, it's that smoke screen that they've been using for the past 8-9 months since he's been in office. It's that smoke. Look over here while we do something.
Absolutely, bro.
And we're gonna give you some names to
Yeah.
look at.
Yeah.
While we continue to cover up and do the things we're doing over here illegally.
Yeah.
So you don't question this.
And look, like I said, they know they was dealing with the mafia and who running this, but the mafia probably done promised them a mafia name. Rufus Potter Greens Jackson. Yeah, you running our gambling over here. Earl Potter Chitlins Simmons. He running the north end over off of Jersey. Yeah, but they ain't giving us no names like they are, boy. They giving us despicable names like they are. Man, is that Potter Chitlins Jackson over there running the gambling house? Let's get some more of this and close out. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
And if you be born,
Uh-huh.
you shall be born to a curse.
Uh-huh.
And if you die, a curse shall be your portion. All that are of the earth shall turn to earth again. So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction. The mourning of men is about their body, but an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out.
Ill name, now we finna get into the whole thing, names. Ill name of a sinner. Like O.J. Simpson, Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
Most yards first in a season and done that in Buffalo where it was 0 degrees below.
Right.
In the snow.
In the snow. Running through the airport. She could rent a Hertz, boy, and faster than you can park the car. But what is he known as now? The dead murderer of 2 white people.
Right.
He's got an ill name through all that good.
One mess up.
One mess up.
Million attaboys.
Let's get some more of this. Go ahead, boy. Verse 14.
Verse 14.
Yeah. No, hold on.
No,
12.
12. Have regard to thy name.
Do what?
Have regard to thy name. For that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold.
So, is that just talking about saying the name of your behavior? Have regard for your name. Look, you know why? And why it started off with death and the name now is because your name is expressed at your funeral. He was a good man. He looked out for such and such. He looked out for such and such. One time I was this, but he ain't hearing none of that, Elijah. But they explaining your name. So at that funeral, now this passes on to the next generation what type of man this was. But we have to be careful that you don't get a good name and you've been a troublemaker your whole life. You've been stealing and carjacking, now you dead. And how they get you a good name, they try to go way back. He gave his life to Christ right after he got out of kindergarten. He gave his life to Christ. He was a graduate of kindergarten, and he said, yeah, I want to learn about the law. But he's been the devil ever since the first grade. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
A good life has but a few days, but a good name endures forever.
How long will a good name do?
Forever.
Now we got naysayers out here trying to cut short our Father's name. Coming up with new books and new doctrines, trying to blame them for child sacrifice and misquoting the scriptures to do it. And if you ain't studied to show yourself approved, now they done gave your God an ill name.
Right.
What good is it to your name and how they just done presented it to you? They'll run Jeremiah 8:8 on you. The law is what is it too by you know Jeremiah what I'm speaking of. Yeah, the pause and pen of the scribe. It's like I shouldn't even, it makes it look so bad. It ain't talking about no pause and pen of the scribe. It's saying from verse 1.
Right.
This is what they do. So it looks like my writings are pausing because they keep disobeying me. What have I wrote to y'all that make y'all treat me like this? That make y'all go seek other gods like this? What have I done to y'all? But delivered y'all time and time and time again from y'all bad behavior. Let's finish that out. Go ahead, bro. We're going to close out. We got one more.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
My children, keep discipline in peace.
Do what?
Keep discipline in peace.
Uh-huh.
For wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen. What profit is in them both?
Uh-huh.
A man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom. Therefore, be shamefaced according to my word.
Uh-huh.
For it is not good to retain all shamefacedness. Neither is it altogether approved in everything.
Yes, sir.
Be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother.
See, and this is what we're talking about. Be ashamed of that. But if they offer 10 million, and do we have any more dirty reds out there? We giving it if you do shame before your mother and father, we pay.
Right.
We pay good. Any out there, any willing to take shame in their mother and father with an ill name?
My mama still trying to whoop me.
Boy, Zeb, you say you're almost 60 and you almost got a whooping the other day.
I can still get it.
Paul finna get a whooping. Let's get some.
They gonna get a
Front row seat, Larson. Let's get some more. And Zay gonna be crying with that thick voice.
I heard what you said last week too, and I walked back. I can look at the class, and I was like, oh, look at him up there. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all ain't got to be greedy.
That's him when he's late, but he still sounds.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. Of an offense before a judge and ruler, of iniquity before a congregation and people, of unjust dealing before thy partner and friend, and of theft in regarding of the place where thou sojournest, and in regard of the truth of Yahweh and his covenant, and to lean with thine elbow upon the meat, and of scorning to give and take, and of silence before them that salute thee, and to look upon an harlot, and to turn away thy face from thy kinsman, or to take away a portion or a gift, or to gaze upon another man's wife.
Oh, you know the name and all this taking place? Go ahead.
Or to be over busy with his maid, and come not near her bed, or of upbraiding speeches before friends, and after thou hast given upbraid not, or of the iterating and speaking again that which thou hast heard, and of revealing of secrets.
Oh man, listen here, man. You got to keep this between me and you. I ain't supposed to say nothing.
Right.
At that point, you already out of line.
There you go.
And this is what it's gonna cause the last verse.
So shalt thou be truly shamefaced, and find favor before all men.
You got to cut all that out. You got to get that out of your system so that you have a good name. And folks talk good about you, but the only problem is you're going to be laying in a coffin. You ain't going to hear it.
Right.
But you shouldn't care about that if you know the walk you've been on.
Right.
Y'all, last one, we're going to hit that Matthew 12, 38 through 40. And just going to show the signs that it ain't got nothing to do. And y'all, please read. And y'all, we're talking about the alphabet that's in the Bible. The longest chapter of the Bible is Psalm 119. It's the Hebrew alphabet. Y'all write this down too. Also, John 7:15, it said the Messiah knew his letters. In Psalm 119 is every letter of the alphabet. Every letter has 8 verses of the law. So the alphabet have to obey the law so that you don't make curse words. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to know what the letter means by the law so you don't disrespect it.
That was Psalm 119, Daniel.
Psalm 119, the whole chapter is the Hebrew alphabet. You'll see the first verse in there starts off with Aleph, and you go to the very last verse of, or last before the last 8 verses is Tav, and it has 8 verses of the law that let you know every letter of the Bible deals with law so that you don't make a curse word. And you make problems for you by saying certain things. You got to have the right letters. So we ain't got to worry about no etymology. We have to know our letters. We have to know the letters of the alphabet and know what it means. That's why we gave the child example. They don't know what an A means. It means like apple, like arch, like So you understand what the letter means and how you make a word with it. That's what we have to do with Psalm 119. It tells us how to make a word with the alphabet. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. And if anything that you're trying to tell us that we have to chase, just though you say Yahweh and then you put words behind it, you done spelled it to the point of where it says, if you don't say it like this, you a sinner. So now you just have made words that don't exist. You're charging us with a crime that can't be there. Where there's no law, there's no what?
Sin.
There's no sin. Romans 4:15, where there's no law, there's no sin. How you gonna judge if it ain't no law? Where's the law about pronunciation?
Book of Hobo.
Book of Hobo, then it ain't no sin. So if it ain't no sin, you're just saying, baby, yeah, I know the name, I know what it is, but I speak English. So I just won't mention his name. I just tell the people about his goodness in English where they can understand.
What's the
And
new
they'll say
name?
that's the God of the Hebrew.
What's the new name?
We're going to get to that, Zeb. Let's get it real quick. Matthew 12, 38 through 40. And then there's something very important in Acts 12:4 that how we want to explain Easter. We're going to look that word up. So if you will, Tuba, just put Easter on lock. You know, and we're going to see there's 2 Easters. It ain't because seeing that word wasn't supposed to be there. It's still going to come down to behaviors. We're going to see in the script. Go ahead, Zeb. Where you at, Matthew 12?
Matthew chapter 12, verse
38 through
38.
40.
Then certain of the scribes and Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seek after a sign. And there shall be no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. For as Jonas was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth.
Go ahead.
The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it, because they repent at the preaching of Jonas. And behold, a greater than Jonas is here.
A greater than Jonas is here. If Nineveh bowed down, oh, the king is here now, and y'all ain't gonna bow down? About my works, Nineveh bowed down because of what was heading their way. It wasn't just no idle threats. They looked up and saw them storms coming, and they say everybody in sackcloth. I mean everybody, all the animals, every child. That gerbil Willie got, put him in sackcloth. Hold that, y'all. Just real quick, give me Acts 12 and 4. Tuba, did you pull that word up, Easter? And y'all, this is just something else about language. We want to help you understand it, because the word Easter in the Bible is not talking about, see right there, they changed it. There they go. There they go. ready to talk about bunny rabbits and eggs. See, that's why I don't read the New Testament. It got Easter in there.
You don't say nothing about bunny rabbits in here.
Let's get Acts 12, 1 through 4. What that Easter say first before you get it? Tell me the Hebrew and what others say. And what it's related to.
Hold on, I didn't look it up in the, I just looked it up in the web.
Or just whatever. Hebrew.
Easter.
Yes, sir. And y'all, all it takes is a little more reading, but somebody will point this out. Right there, you see that? They put East in the Bible. See, that's why I'm telling you the devil is slick. He's slick. Now, you're supposed to be a word master, and you don't know why that's in there.
You slick too.
Boy. Absolutely, bro. Let's get it.
Acts chapter 12, verse 1.
Yeah.
Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also and bread.
See, then were the days of unleavened bread. How long the days of unleavened bread last?
7.
So, as we continue to read, we're going to see what's happening next. Go ahead, Elijah.
And when he had apprehended him,
Where y'all at?
verse 4. Acts chapter 12, verse 4.
Thanks.
And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people.
So now we got the word Easter in here, but before we see that the Easter was the days of unleavened bread. So it was around the Passover time. So they said after Easter. So too bad you got that definition. Isaiah, if you got Easter.
Let's see, the one I got from Google says the Passover.
The what?
It says Passover.
Right.
The Christian holiday Easter has several names. The names differ depending on languages, but most are derived from the Greek and Latin Pesach, which is taken from the Hebrew Pesach, meaning Passover.
Now let's look at the other Easter who is related to. The one that's celebrated in the church.
Ishtar.
Ishtar or Astoria, you know.
I got that Strong's G30.
What you got strong? What it
Strong's
say?
G3957
What
is
it say?
Pascal.
Pascal. That's what Easter means in here. Pascal or Passover. That's why the verse 3 and 4 is saying those were the days of unleavened bread. Unleavened bread is only dealt with during Passover. From that perspective, those were the days of unleavened bread. That's why that Easter is there for Passover. It ain't got nothing to do with the wrong language. It's just translated.
It says Pascal's sacrifice, which was accustomed to be offered for the people's deliverance of old from Egypt.
Now run Ishtar Easter and see which one is being done.
It says Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar,
Uh-huh.
the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex.
Uh-huh.
Her symbols, like in parentheses it says, like the egg and the bunny,
Uh-huh.
were and still are fertility and sex symbols.
So that's why, now you're in church and they're teaching this Easter. So are they teaching Passover? Do they even teach Passover?
Nope.
So they're teaching that Easter because there's bunny rabbits, there's eggs, there's an Easter egg hunt. So what doctrine is being performed? So which Easter is being performed? It ain't got nothing to do with the word, it's the works behind it. There's 2 sets of work for Easter. One is unleavened bread, meaning Pascal, and the other one is the bunny rabbit. It's the fertility god doctrine.
And cakes and pies.
Cakes and pies.
The most-
Bunny rabbits multiplying that day consist of fornication, hip swiveling,
Nastiness.
The most,
multiple little rabbits.
they say the most fluffy layered cake was always the highlight of springtime gathering on Easter Sunday.
See, and the cake, look, all of that is filled with leavening. This is what we want y'all to understand. It's filled with leavening. So it can't be the one here in Acts 12:4 is not talking about that day. So the New Testament stands 100 again based off of what is Easter. If y'all linguistic master, y'all could have figured that out, but y'all ain't gonna never tell the people that. You ain't gonna never read these was a day and unleavened bread. You gonna point out fault and hope they don't say bag it up.
Right.
That means you're thieving souls.
Yes, sir.
You're conditioning them to hear your grind. We can hear exactly the tree you got that from when you start quoting just like them. When you run that word out the mouth, you're like, oh, that's little Dickie Shepherd. Shalom, Mom. When you running them games, we can discern the spirit and tell exactly whose doctrine it is.
You know tree by its fruit?
You know a tree by its fruit. When the Jehovah's Witness come, you know you're like, oh, that's Jehovah's Witness doctrine. When you hear that, like, oh man, that's Charles Taze Russell doctrine, man.
Most of them don't even know who he is.
Right. See, and this is what we're talking about. It's the body of works, and they use the name Jehovah. Notice they come around and say, but do you know his name? It's Jehovah. So they quoting the 6th chapter of Exodus, but they don't know their founder is a 33rd degree Mason. So that's why, and guess what? He's had 4 failed prophecies, minimum, of the world coming in. He's just a false prophet. So y'all knocking on doors like 2, you're going out 2 like you're supposed to,
Right.
but you're passing along a curriculum of Charles Taze Russell. That's Jehovah's Witness doctrine. We know the doctrines when we hear it. And we know holy name rollers when we hear them.
Yes.
You pump the name, but you don't pump the action.
That's right.
All we ask you is if I don't say his name like you saying it, show me where it's sin, because say we have to take the Lord's name in vain. That means you have to move your rear end towards something that shames his name. When your parents walk through there and you sitting in the principal office, they've been working hard, your daddy working at the GM plant and driving cabs at night, and you sitting in the principal office about some foolishness.
Right.
What have you done to your parents?
Shame their name.
What have you done?
Shame their name.
So did they say, I ain't gonna say my name, it's Johnson. I'm gonna shame their name. I'm gonna say it's son John. What's your name? Jimmy son John. I'm gonna shame my parents.
You ashamed of yourself.
But is it bad behavior?
Yes.
You caught putting tax in the teacher and they're like, you think we worked this hard for you to come to school to do this?
Right.
I just asked you why you got them 6 flags over America on your report card. And this is what it comes down to. You said the teacher just didn't like you.
6 of them?
Let's finish that off, y'all. We finished that, didn't we? Huh? That Acts 12, yeah, we finished that. Last one, Revelation 22, y'all. Right at the end. We ain't going to read the whole thing. Just right at the beginning, first 4. We're going to come down to his name, verse 4. Read 1 through 7.
Well, Revelation
22.
Let's hear the end of the matter.
If you wanted to go in Revelation 2 and 17.
2 and 17, we definitely hit that and we jump on back over.
Thank you, Robbie.
Yes, sir. Go on, my guest.
Revelation 2 and what?
17.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the church.
Yes, sir.
To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira.
So let's look again. The Most High say, I'm going to give you a name don't nobody know but you. And these holy name roll, the first thing we ask them, what's your name that you were given? You know the Father name, well, if it come down to name, what's your name that he wrote on the stone?
I ain't get
Boy,
my-
then they look
ain't got
at
my
you,
stone
boy,
yet.
look here.
You ain't got your stone yet.
Go ahead. Was that it for that?
Did you just want that?
Yeah. Let's get that 22, 1 through 7.
Revelation chapter 22, 1. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb.
Y'all see what that water is, pure? Man should not live by bread, but every word is pure out of the Most High. And I will give you living water.
That's right.
waters that will revive your soul. Woo. Go ahead.
In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation.
So we see that we're getting back into the garden. That's why I said we could eat from the trees of the garden, plural, but not the tree that had the knowledge of good and evil. So again, we see here multiple trees, but we see 12 fruit trees, the 12 disciples. You'll sit on 12 thrones judging the nation of Israel. You'll be as leads to the nation. You'll pass them out like to them to help them, understand, and you'll be judging the 12 tribes. These are the 12 trees, and you got the Messiah. It said the tree of life. And these other 12 trees. Go ahead and read some more.
Just like there were angelic trees
Yes,
in the
sir.
garden with Adam and Eve,
Yeah.
who were instructed.
Michael was there, Gabriel was there, Raphael, but they chose Lucifer because he made it sound wickedly sweet. Let's get some more.
And there shall be no more curse. But the throne of Elohim and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their forehead.
What's gonna be in their foreheads?
His name. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light or the sun. For the Most High Elohim giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. And he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord Elohim of the holy prophets sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book.
Right there, that's good. So that blessed is he that keeps the prophecy. Now the problem is Sunday doctrine will teach, don't go in the book of Revelation. That scares people.
Right.
But we see in verse 1 there's a blessing, he that's reading and understanding. Blessed is he that readeth
And hear it.
And we see it in the last chapter of Revelation, blessing again.
Yes, sir.
For understanding the second coming of Messiah. And his name gonna be in your forehead. If we hearken on these names and it's not the pure name, why are we chasing like defilement, so to speak? It's like somebody asked you, man, is that lamb been plucked to all white hairs? Did you examine it? And you overlooking the weightier matter, mercy and judgment, the Messiah.
Right.
You put him down, but yet you asked me a question about a lamb that I got from Sula Market. You know damn well Sula Market ain't went through there to see if it ain't no white hair in them lambs.
Right.
For 2 weeks, you know that. You told in Ezekiel you're going to eat your bread to fire. Meaning it ain't going to be prepared like you prepared. But he say, but if you choose what I got on that list, Leviticus 11, Deuteronomy 14, if you choose the clean that I got on that list, I'll wipe all impurities off for you. Because we up against, matter of fact, where is there a Hebrew plant? Who runs Hebrew National that we get them hot dogs from? Who run that? Is that some Hebrews? Is that Earl at the tire shop and his family running Hebrew National?
Hey, the brothers over in Israel ain't even got a Hebrew shop.
Boy, that's what we talking about, y'all. So you eat your bread to fire. Be careful out there. Yes, sir.
We read in the beginning Moses even had sin.
Oh, boy, come on. Come on, bro.
But he was still redeemed. Come on now.
And it had nothing to do with the name that Moses was told. It was about his actions.
That's right.
Because if it was up to them that's talking about a name and language, Moses would have been a candidate, and they'd be talking about, man, nobody want to hear nothing about Moses stuttering nigga.
That's how they mocked him.
Do, Mr. Stutter. That's what it would have been. Look, if they mock our God, what do you think they think about mocking his servants? That's what the Messiah say. You think you mad? You sit up there pouting because they mock me first.
Moses, you go to hell.
We got any questions or concerns out there too bad?
No, sir. Say
They mocked him like that.
All praises, y'all. Don't be caught up in the word etymology. Y'all learn your letters and know your letters. Know what sound Aleph make, so you don't make the wrong sound.
You read that that book of creation, brother?
I'm gonna get on Elijah these next days or so. Been running, boy. I'm sure gonna get on Elijah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that letters, everything is based off, all creation is based off the letters.
Yeah, it's based off of letters, Elijah. It's not based off of words. Letters make words.
Say everything, all creation is based off of letters.
Yeah.
All right, family. We're going to get this closing prayer. And it is with the Most High's permission.
Yes, sir.
And it's in the name of His only begotten and beloved Son, our Lord and Savior and our Redeemer,
Yes, sir.
Yahushua HaMashiach. But we know Him as Jesus the Christ, family.
Yes, we do.
Long live the King.
Long live the King.
Reading in the book of Psalms, in the 43rd chapter, it reads, Judge me, O Yahweh,
Yes, sir.
and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. O deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. For thou art the Elohim of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy?
Yes, sir.
O send out thy light and thy truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto thy holy hill and to thy tabernacles. Then will I go unto the altar of Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
Unto Yah, my exceeding joy. Yea, upon the harp will I praise thee, O Yahweh, my Elohim.
Yes, sir.
Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in Yah.
Yes, sir.
For I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my Elohim. Hallelujah! Say loud!
If y'all got a shekel or two, y'all, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you, worldwide audience, for all y'all do. Thank y'all so much.
Campaign boards.
Huh? No, that's the ones when they look.
Earl Potter.
Yeah. They make them think they part of the mafia.
Earl Potter Chitlins.
Yeah.
Good come out of there.
No.
Yeah, man. Potter Chitlins running the gambling over there on the south side.